Situations, tragedies are commonplace. Persecution running rampant makes you want to lose your faith. Yeah. But please don't be discouraged. Just remember he's the way. Yeah. Let your light shine. Of his name, yeah. Said there's no way that I can hide it. It's written all over my face. So tell me who else would love me after all the wrong I've done. So don't expect me to keep quiet. I'm about to lose control. Yeah.
Now if you got a little rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, gon' hit your stride. Now who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the grooves get good, go right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch and walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you, so I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking.
My eyes can't get it right.
Faith will be my guide.
And I'll follow
Through the trouble.
when I don't understand.
I will
Surrender to your plan for me.
clap your hands. Everybody, I said feet don't fail me now. Don't chase it. Ready? Yeah. So how to walk.
You know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking.
Faith will be my guide.
And even through the trouble, I don't understand. I'll relinquish all my plans.
Good Lord, open up doors. Took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I will get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet.
Don't fail me now.
Trying to tell you like I am. By faith. Oh Lord, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, say I am. I'm walking. With my
Eyes can't get it right.
faith will be
Faith will be
my guide.
I'll follow when I don't understand. I surrender to your plan for me. Feet don't fail me now. I'm walking.
Trying to tell you like
I'm walking.
ooh, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, I say I am. Can I get a witness?
I'm walking wherever you may lead. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
By faith. Sing. Get grandmama now. Go ahead, get papa.
Fly, I'm so 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 fly.
Hey, y'all know how we do. Come on. Hey. Good morning. Good morning to you and to you and to you and to the other person that's hiding behind you. I see you too. Good morning. Yeah, I see you. Good morning to you too. You over there. There you go. What's up, y'all? It is Thursday, March 20th, 2025, and you have locked in with Zeke live in the morning. We're a great way to start your day with co-host Eric Rideout, Richard Holmes, and some special guests here and there every day. Man, we have a good time. We have a great time over here. I tell you, we're a great way to start your day. And I love all of the lock stars that jump on. Y'all jump on with us. Y'all jump on with us first thing in the morning. And I'm going to tell y'all, first thing in the morning really means something because I almost did not get up this first thing in the morning. What's up, y'all? Who's that over there? Let's see here. Is that my custom styles for you? custom style for you over on Instagram. We can't put the Instagram comments over here. I feel like that might be a cousin of mine. I don't know. I don't be knowing people's Instagram names. Just tell me who you are. I'm just playing. Still, it's great to hear my voice. What's up? All right, once I find out who that is, I'm gonna be all good. Let's see here. Our girl Brony Cat is with us. She always tells y'all what y'all have done. You've tuned in, or like we like to say, you've locked in. That's Tracy. Is that my Aunt Tracy? Like, see so many Tracys. All right, see, now you got them. Or is that Tracy from K3? Like, you know, see all these Tracys. Let me see, who else we got? Yo, Victoria, what's up? All the way up in Lake County, how you doing? We got Rhonda on the rocks, whose messages I just saw. So, yes, I will get back to you sometime today. I saw the stuff you did. It looks amazing. So, yes, that's going to be some good stuff. And as y'all see, the great man Eric Rideout is here with us on the morning time. He's locked in as well. Yep, look at that. Even LeBron, over on the Facebook side. Shout out to that. It's my auntie Tracy. Oh, what's up, auntie? Y'all see that? It's so all these different Tracys I got. At first when I seen it, I was like, I know that's my sister now. For those of y'all that don't know, that was a dark joke. My sister has passed away. My older sister. So y'all, you know. Yep. That's how I marked actually when I joined LXW. I was saying that the other day. My sister passed away in 2015. And so, yeah. So, nonetheless, there we are. So my Aunt Tracy, that's who she bears the name of, my Aunt Tracy. So there you go. A little history about me and my peoples. Let's see who else is here, man. Let's see who else we got over here. I'm trying to. Oh, look at that. Lock Stars. Boom. That's right. Y'all are Lock Stars. So listen, man, we got a great day today. We got a special guest. It is an awesome day. We got some hot takes we're going to show. We got some all that stuff. As always, we love it when the people are in the comments with us. We love when y'all rock the comments with us. Please feel free to do the things that we ask you to do here, which is to subscribe, to follow, to share, all that good stuff. We want to, tell everybody else. It's a great way to start your day. Like I said, we're all Lock Stars over here. We're locked in. It's just a good vibe over here, man. It's just a good vibe. We're even creating some. Rhonda on the rocks, God bless you, because we are creating something with another name, the Good Vibe Tribe. So if you want to be part of the Good Vibe Tribe, you might want to stay locked in with Zeke Live in the morning. And the reason I say that is because, me and Eric, I have this conversation a little bit. The reason I say that is because, we got a lot of people who are artists and poets and singers and rappers and dancers and whatever else you are, and you just looking for a space and an opportunity to get your art and your craft out there. You're looking for a space and an opportunity to sing on, a stage that puts you in front of the right people. And we talked about this the other day. You can sing in front of 20 people, or you can sing in front of 20,000 people. As long as you got the right people in the room, then it doesn't matter. So, but everybody doesn't get that opportunity. And I can tell you without a shadow of doubt that I am, the recipient of favor for being able to walk into certain rooms and stuff like that. Shout out to Sophia down in that town. Yeah. I am definitely able to tell y'all that I'm the recipient of favor and being able to walk into certain rooms. And I tell y'all all the time, I give it up to that man, the Eric Rideout, who is going to be coming up in a little bit here, but I give it to, to people like that who are in your life. Rich Holmes, y'all see them on here. Be Rich, y'all see them on, and they walk me into certain rooms that I'm able to. Now, you got to have a talent when you get in the room. I want to make sure that's the case. But the Good Vibe Tribe is going to be all about making sure that we, are able to present certain types of opportunities and all that kind of good stuff like that. And we got some other stuff we're working on. I'm telling y'all, we got some stuff that we are working on. I got to say what's up to Eric's mama, Miss JP Rideout. Before Eric gets on here and says never heard of her, I got your back, mama. I got your back. I got you. Yeah. But we're trying some stuff out. We got some ideas that's shaping up. Rich and Eric and I, we all had a meeting that lasted so long. Like we had when they get on here, they can tell me. I think we had a conversation that lasted something along the lines of 3 hours yesterday. Just making plans and stuff. I mean, the ideas that Eric hit us up with an idea, and then we spent 3 hours working it out, and we still got some more work to do with it. But when I tell y'all what this is shaping up to be, and I'm not even gonna say nothing, and I hope when Eric come on, he don't spill the beans too much either, because we want to make sure it's planned out properly, because when we bring y'all what we're working on bringing y'all, just know you want to be locked in with Zeke live in the morning. Yo, Tiffany, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yo, I hope everybody's doing all right. If you're in the Chicago area, you woke up and you see snow on the ground. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what in the name of Elon Musk is going on, but this is not what I signed up for. It's the middle of March. Why do we always have that one snow that pops in like after you get 75, 80 degree weather? Me and my wife was at the beach the other day, walking in the water and skipping rocks. Like this was 2 days ago, like Tuesday night, man. Tuesday evening. And now we got snow on the ground. So whatever that's about, y'all need to call your mom and them, call your public officials, call your police chief, call your pastor, and tell all of them we need to advocate against snow in late March. Like Chicago, call everybody you know. Let them know we need to advocate against snow in late March, because I'm sick of this. Yeah. Yo, what's up to JC on Keys? That's my cousin. He's over on the Instagram side. Of course, I cannot show y'all the Instagram comments, and they can't see the ones unless I post them up here. So to that effect, I want y'all to know what he said. He says he loves this morning show. He's tuned in every time he sees my name. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm family or if that's because the show is just that good, but he did start it by saying he loves the morning show, and at the end of the day, your family ain't got to support nothing you do. So that means we must be doing something good, y'all. And y'all have made that happen. Y'all are the lock stars who have made this kind of stuff happen. Brony Cat says it was in the forecast. Look at this. Shout out to Vanessa Cotton, all the way in Miami. Okay, I don't know if you're telling me you from Miami because we got done talking about the snow here in Chicago, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't even like it. Let me tell you, I got stranded one time in Miami when Chicago got hit with the biggest snowstorm. So I feel like every time somebody tells me they're in Miami when I'm, here in Chicago and it's snowing, I feel like it's karma, because I was sending some very wild pictures. Things like me with my feet in the sand. Things like me with my feet kicked up enjoying Mai Tais. Like, while everybody else was shoveling out of Armageddon, like Snowmageddon. I remember that year. Yo, yeah, shout out to you, Vanessa Cotton. Thank you for being with us. And then we got DJ Red. Y'all, we got to get DJ Red on here. Marcus Fantastico Johnson that you see right there. That is DJ Red. We got to get him on here. That's my DJ. He travels with me. We do shows together, all that stuff. We got to get him on sometime to, make that happen. She says we can keep that cold. Yeah. Now we're gonna send some of that your way in Jesus' name. I hear it in Jesus' name. You go get some cold. Oh, Miami, you got a snowstorm coming. That would be so crazy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be crazy if like mid-May Miami gets hit with snow? Y'all pray it in the atmosphere. Let's see how your faith really works. We're gonna see what kind of faith y'all really got. And Vanessa gonna come back and let us know if Miami has gotten some snow, in May. We go mid-May. If snow don't hit in mid-May, then I know we ain't got no power over here. And so nonetheless. All right, y'all, let's do this. Let's get our mans over here on the stage. Y'all know him, y'all love him. It's the one and only Eric Rideout. Are y'all ready for him? Y'all gotta put some hearts now. Y'all gotta put some hearts. Y'all gotta do the whole thing with the hearts and everything else like that. Oh, where's it at? There it goes. Let's get Eric on the stage. Eric! You muted.
Getting my lighting together. What's going on?
There we go. Good morning.
Man, I'm getting my lighting together over here. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here drinking coffee. Right?
That's what I need. I need some coffee. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Marcus said, never heard of him. Oh, look at this. I said, I hope that snow comes in Miami. And I just found out that Jazzy Queen over on Instagram has a friend who's getting married in Miami in May. So if y'all's wedding is not moved to indoors, then we know we ain't got no power over here.
It's gonna snow.
It's gonna snow. You heard it here first, folks, and we're leaving it up on YouTube. The prophecy is
word. It's gonna snow.
And if it don't snow, it's because y'all didn't have enough faith. So it's not my fault.
I gotta give a shout out to Vanessa. Gotta give Vanessa her shout out real quick. Vanessa is one of the workers, Zeke, I told you about, who had to clean up that nasty artist situation.
Oh, snaps. You got to come over and tell that story someday. Oh, snap.
And we got
But you can't tell no names. We don't tell no names.
Can't tell a name.
I mean, sometimes we slip up and tell names, but we don't tell no names.
I will tell them.
Look, we don't tell no names.
Yeah.
But you know.
But other people can say
right. It's a free speech country, isn't it?
And the funny thing about this individual, if Vanessa says his name, everybody gonna know who it is.
I almost feel like we should. Oh, Vanessa, you're a new lock star, Vanessa. So you got to tune in every day so you can help us with this story. We should drop. No, we can't do that. I was gonna say we should drop clues like every day.
Here's a great clue. It's a great clue. Janet Jackson had a great song with him, and I'll leave it at that. So, everybody, good morning. Good morning, people.
Oh, I need more clues. Oh, I need a second. Okay, I'm not gonna ask. I know, because once you say that, then I know if it's the clue I'm thinking of. Then I know if it's the clue I'm thinking of. That's who it was. Oh, but this says she'll help us.
I'll give you this, Zeke. The same person was on the cruise with us and performed.
What up to Kajana?
Zeke, you trying to figure it out, Zeke?
I'm thinking through my mind. Look, I'm scrolling through comments so I can have some time to stall and think. I bet you I know who it is, though. Who else was on the cruise with us?
I just texted you.
Everybody was on the cruise with us.
Look at your text message. I just told you who it was.
Look at this. My cousin said that the show is entertaining. Anything I do turns to gold. And he could be biased, but I asked the question, was he biased because he's my cousin? But he said no. So we just go. All I heard was no. Everything we do turns to gold. That's all I heard. Well, I don't know what you heard, but that's what I heard.
That's what I heard too. And good morning to everybody. We ask that you share this. I know Zeke, check your text messages I just sent you. You'll crack up. Kajana, that's my guy, brother.
Hey, one of the nice voices.
On YouTube, like Rhonda said, Instagram.
Yeah.
We're about to start streaming over to the TikTok side. Everybody, please share. Please like. The show's only going to get better. Zeke, apparently you just saw who it was.
I was so right. Yes, I was right.
You were so right.
No. You know what? It kind of makes sense.
Vanessa and her sister and her team did a great job. They were, and the people I'm naming are not who we're talking about, just for clarity. But that day, Vanessa and her team took care of Tony Braxton for me. They took care of SWV, New Edition, Drew Hill. They took care of everybody who was on the show. I almost said the person's name. Everybody who was on the Miami show. It was a lot of major artists there. I'm just naming a few. But her and her team, Vanessa, I called her. Vanessa's one of those calls I made people. And Vanessa jumped on it, put together a team. They went and they rocked over there. They took care. Everybody was giving them compliments.
Shout out to Vanessa. Hey, yeah.
Everybody on the show loved them. They took care of backstage, making sure the artists' trailers were good and they were comfortable. So Vanessa did it. They also did out there with commission on the reunion tour before COVID. She helped us out. And Vanessa, just for you and your sister, I'll make sure when that artist come back, y'all good. I'll lock you in.
When that artist come back, you make sure I said, I was gonna sing a lyric.
Oh yeah, you can't do the lyric. Everybody gonna know.
Why do we does what we does? Yo, check this out. Brony Cat says she's fighting a headache, but she gonna stick with us to the end. So we're praying that
we pray that your headache
better. Yeah. That
God can heal a headache.
Man, people be having migraines and stuff going on, man. You know, you got the, or sinuses, especially when migraines.
Migraines, and I get sinus headache. My mother used to get migraines.
Yeah,
too.
Man, I don't get migraines, but I get those sinus headaches, especially when the weather changes like today. So I'm stuffed up right now myself. Like I don't know if it's because I'm wearing headphones that I kind of hear it in my nasal, or if it's just because I really sound like that legitimately.
Speaking of headphones, you just made a point. Everybody, I think tomorrow, everything will be different. With the mic, the background, the hit, all my.
Oh, snap. Oh.
We coming up over here.
Oh, nice.
Jeffersons, we moving on up.
Nice. We got a new couch coming in. Shout out to David Dixon.
Dixon, the promoter of the century, right?
Promoter of promoter. And one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. Him and his wife are amazing. I love them. I heart them. I heart them.
Seaman's hilarious. His wife is funny.
Yo, let's address this right here. Brody Cat, while she's with her headache and stuff like that, she's making sure that we remember that our very own Eric Rideout for the last 2 days has been either in an ambulance or the hospital while on the live show. So on Tuesday,
make the doctor be quiet. Make him tell him, you gotta do your MRI. Wait, I'm on my pot. I'm doing this right now. Come back.
Yeah, he missed the whole live cast. He was off. His screen was off. The first day, he was like, I can't go on right now because I'm kind of doing something. I got to be somewhere. So that was on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday afternoon, he lets me and Rich know that he was in the hospital. I mean, the ambulance. He was in the ambulance while he was doing that. While he was on the live.
Making them be quiet. Making the whole thing. I said, don't hit that siren. Don't do nothing. I'm doing something.
And then he was in the hospital after that. So yesterday's show, y'all saw him in the hospital. He flashed across real quick in the hospital, but he, for the most part, had him off screen. But that was why. Folks. Yeah, that's dedication because I almost didn't dedicate today, So Eric is looking good, y'all. He's looking good.
I feel better.
He's up and moving. He's got his thing going. Yeah, you feeling all right? Yeah.
Oh man, it was rough. I'm not gonna kid you. It got a little scary for a minute.
Word.
But the thing is, just so people know, every test was negative. There was nothing. Blood cleaned. Heart rate. I mean, the X-rays didn't show anything in my heart. Didn't show anything in my chest. There's a few back issues, which I knew of. I had a car accident. John and I, if you remember, had a car accident. The tire rod broke while we were riding. We hit a car and a tree, and I went up in the windshield. So it was crazy, and that happened. I couldn't feel my legs from the neck down when I went to the emergency room. Couldn't feel nothing. It was numbness. And about a couple hours later, I was like, I can move. And got up, send me home.
Goodness. You had a Kanye West experience.
Speaking of Kanye West.
Oh, God.
Speaking of Kanye West.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah.
Hey, the Good Vibe Tribe. We, like Zeke mentioned, I'm not going to give too much away, but we're getting stuff together, and we're going to be posting a site soon on Facebook where you guys can go over and share and help us push this thing. It's so much coming up, and I'm not going to speak on none of it, but it's a lot coming up that's going to be a blessing for everybody watching. I'll put it like that. Zeke live shows, we're going to be giving away some Mother's Day tickets to some great person, a pair of tickets to go see. Yeah, we were like 17 when that happened. We're going to be giving away some Mother's Day tickets to see Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp, Kaylin Carr, Donald Lawrence coming up. We're working on some other stuff. I can't say the other stuff, but one thing we can mention, Zeke, is we're going to be looking for correspondence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get into that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to jump over you.
Rhonda loves the name Good Vibe Tribe so much. Of course she does, because y'all know she came up with that. Like, I got to give credit where credit is due. Rhonda on the Rocks not only has her own thing going on, but she is like super supportive of ours, and I'm going to help her get some stuff. We got a cross thing here, and that's amazing to me. Yeah, but we want some correspondence. Like, we want some. Rhonda, I might have to. I'll talk to you off camera. But yeah, we're looking for some folks who can, kind of come on every now and again, like for just a few minutes. You don't even got to spend your whole day with us. We just want you for a few minutes. Tell us what's going on. Tell us what you're laughing at. Tell us what you went to last weekend. Tell us a story about yourself. Give us a quick blood, because we got sponsors, so we can't just give everybody we got paid sponsors, so we can't just get everybody the most time. But if you got a business that you started or a project you're working on and you want to put it in front of people, I mean, this is your chance. We want correspondents that do stuff, but the correspondents that we're looking for will be people that are a little bit more like, once a week maybe, or once a month, that kind of a thing, to kind of give us the news that, that we can't really do. Rhonda says we are a partnership. That is absolutely correct. That's kind of how we're working. Rhonda's one of the best people you'll ever meet. I'm telling you that right now. So we're looking for some correspondence. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in it, we'll have some information coming up in the next week. So these are just some things that we're kind of working out. Where to kind of put it. My cousin Tony was on here, Jerry Thompson. If you go back to last Tuesday, before this one, last Tuesday when he was on, we had that conversation around, building an infrastructure, building a structure with, with a plan for a business when you're doing it. And so y'all get a chance to watch us do that in real time. And we hope that as we kind of share those moments that we're having and those ideas we're having, we're not doing that because we're trying to, just flex. No, we're doing it because we're vulnerable enough over here that we believe we got people who are into the same stuff. They're into the same field. They're into and you just want to see how it gets done. And what are some of those ups and those pitfalls? When StreamYard is jacking up, we be, oh man, look, StreamYard messing up. We got to figure that out. Maybe we need to look at, it's just, that's just kind of the wave that we're on. And so we want y'all to be able to, feel that energy as well, so that, that as you build on stuff, maybe we learn something that'll help you. And as you build on stuff, especially if you're a correspondent, maybe you learn something that helps us, I want to give a quick shout out to two people, Ian, that I'm going to let you take it for a second. Shout out to Relentless, y'all. That's
Relentless is in the field.
I got, yeah. When I dropped the song I got with him, then y'all going to be like, what? Yeah, I got a song I did with him. And then Kanye, I got to give
who?
Kanye who? Jay who?
Twister who?
Twister who?
The baby who?
Mike Jones who?
Oh God!
Mike Jones who? Vanilla Ice who? No, I'm playing.
That's
Dre.
A literal who.
And I'm only making that joke because Dre is like, I've been saying this for years and years. That man right there, Relentless, is one of the dopest bars on bars people I've ever met. So that's why I'm making a joke about. Like, I'm not comparing him to Vanilla Ice at all. At all. He would.
God,
yo, and I gotta give a shout out to Mama over on Instagram. She says she is sharing. She hopes you're feeling better, Eric. That's over on Instagram.
I am great.
Yeah, he says he is great. He says to let you know, Mama, that he is great.
You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, she can hear you. Yeah. They can hear you and see you. It's just I can't put the comments from Instagram over here, but Instagram is a vibe.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's nothing.
It's just a thing. There's nothing we can do about it over here. It's just nothing we can. This is integrated in a certain way, and so it just is what it is, But we find love and show love where we can, how we can. Tell the people something.
Change a different platform too, eventually, where we can share everything.
I was looking into that today. I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't think we can.
So we won't be doing that.
Yeah. I don't think that's it's not a impossible. It's just a it's not an impossible. It's just a matter of I probably got to work through some stream keys and other stuff like that. But yeah. It's it just got to figure that out. So yeah, I got to take some time with it. Yeah, tell the people something good. E, I mean, you was in the hospital. This is the first time they seen your face for real in 2 days.
Yeah, it's funny, right?
And it's a blessing.
See, the thing is, I'm glad that I was able to get back on here, man. I mean, it's one thing to just listen, but it's another thing you can interact, like this. And like next week is gonna be my funny thing. Next week is a travel week for me, so I'm gonna be from my car, or you all gonna see what I do at work. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Some people don't think I have a job. For some reason. They think
Well,
I'm
you
like,
got a few jobs, so let me see. Which
This is we're gonna talk music. Regular 9 to 5, right?
Okay, this is your regular 9 to 5. That
So
you
my
got
regular
something
job.
for. Okay.
Those
Okay.
that don't know,
I
work
thought
for
just
a
going on
company.
the work. Gotcha.
What you say?
I thought just going on the road. Like I might go bubble on the road. Like, oh, that'd be great.
No. That's coming. I will be doing that soon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm changing my background for a minute because I got tired of that other. So no, I don't like that either. I'm going back to regular. But no, so what I have going, everybody who don't know, people that don't know, is I work in HR, right? Put on my glasses.
Come on, glasses.
This is how I do when I'm doing my interviews. I talk to people like this. I do the So I work in HR, and I run. My job is really easy. I work from home, so I don't have those issues like some people have. I got to get up early in the morning. I don't. I can start work at 10, 11, whatever. But I do HR for hiring some people that come into the Home Depots. Inventory specialist for Home Depot. So I run Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Iowa, South Texas, North Texas. I have like 7 states, right?
Oh, wow.
And sometimes I travel for that. The lighting changed when I put on my glasses. That is crazy. The room gets dark when I put on my glasses. See, it's getting lighter. It's crazy.
That did happen. Maybe it was a reflection thing. Yeah.
That reflection is doing it.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this thing.
He said the world needs to know it. That's funny. So that's what I do for my regular job. And I travel a lot for that. So, they think I'm Tommy. And I do have a real job. But see, I've had some Tommy jobs. My mother would tell you, I worked in the building and I used to do a lot of paperwork. And the building had no name on this big brick building. And I'll tell them people drop me off. I go around the back and go in, come in. And they say, what do you do? And they would say, Vanessa's a teacher. Go teach your kids and tell them the world is ending. There's nothing they can go
tell the kids that life is hard and there's nothing you can do about it. And you might as well just give up now, sit around and wait. Jesus is coming back anyway, so just sit around and wait for it.
and you have young kids. I think small children, so you can mold them into something.
Mold their minds. Really make them see that, that there is no hope. There's
just mold them into nothing.
Yeah,
they're gonna be nothing anyway. I just kidding. Vanessa is a young black sister that's educating our children. Well, children in general, but tell them life is hard, and if they come in second place, they're a loser. But
second place,
you're a loser.
Second place is only first place loser.
But you know what? Is it wrong to be honest with our children and tell them that?
I think you can tell them that, but tell them in like a way of love. I mean, we did have. Because we had some folks that gave it to us real crazy. I mean, hey, we had coaches. Some of us had coaches and other things like that. It was like, come on, you suck. You wrong. Like, you got rubber in your legs. But it also made you better, too. So, I don't know. Yeah. It separated a certain caliber of person. Like a certain caliber could take that and keep it going. Like you join the military, they break you down, like.
Well, see, I got it from home. My father was that guy.
Rondo on the Rock says, shout out to the educators. Yeah. You said your father was that guy.
My father was rough. Me and my sisters, we trying to sing with each other. And my father he'd say, you sound terrible. You're like, wow. You're 5 or 6 years old. Get
what I mean?
You off. It's like, he's like, well, I'm trying to, you don't have it. You ain't got it right now.
Wow.
It's like, dang. But you know what? My daddy was the early Joe Jackson in the church.
I was going to say, Joe Jackson definitely, definitely got his kids to a certain level. So
I mean, you need more fathers like that. So
need somebody.
Everybody got popped with a belt. My mother hit me so hard one time in the top of my head. I had a hat on. I'll never forget this. That button in the front, and this lady hit me in my head so hard. When she pulled her hand back, the top of the hat came out, and this part fell around my neck. That was a hit. So my mother did that. She's in the comments. So
that's why you better be careful talking about never heard of her.
Yeah, I know a guy
This
and Kajana is my witness, that his mother could throw her shoe down the hall and curve it like on the Matrix and hit him in the head around the corner. She would throw her shoe like a twist like that. It'd go down the hall and get to the corner and curve around the corner and like a boomerang hit this dude in the head.
I just saw a meme. Maybe I think I saved it actually. I seen a meme where it was like I think it's something along the lines like a Hispanic mother. It was like a Hispanic person that posted it. It was like a Hispanic mother's superpower. And like dude started running and she took off her shoe. She came out, took off her shoe, threw it. Dude had to be 50 yards away. She threw that thing. That thing came curved, landed. Bow, knocked the girl up, or the girl or the guy, whoever was running, knocked him straight over.
Wait, funny. My mother said she did not hit me. She twisted it off. Same thing. It hurt either way. Which is better, get hit in the head or somebody hit it and twist it off and you got hit?
You're trying to say your mama was very accurate.
Oh no, John was talking about the lady that threw the shoe down the hall and would throw it around corners. She could throw it around corners like that. You ever seen a movie where the dudes take the gun and do like this and they can twist the bullet?
Heck yeah. Wanted. When that Wanted? Yeah, no, not one. Was that Wanted?
It was something like that. And John talking about my father when he said that. He would say, "Stop singing, you flat." That was my dad. But like I saw those videos too, where did you see the one with this Chinese people was beating the crap out their son because he had charged over $15,000 worth of games on the credit cards of 50,000, some high number like that.
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't blame him. It was hilarious.
Yeah, they got it in the tail. Yeah,
but
I did see that.
Back to what I was saying, everybody. So I work HR, so I travel a lot for my job. I might be home this week, Monday in Dallas, Tuesday in Minnesota, Wednesday in Kentucky, then back to Chicago. I travel a lot for that job. My other job is I do assistant and role management in gospel for some pretty good people. So that takes a lot of work. In that job, my role changes. You got to be versatile, Zeke, in this. And that role,
absolutely.
For each artist, I'm something different. When it comes to Fred Hammond, I may pick background singers and I role manage on the date. When I help Ty Tribbett, I may pick band and singers or assist. When it comes to Dietrich, I may role manage. When it comes to whoever, James Fortune, I may role manage and pick singers. So, that's another thing. So you singers out there, keep in contact with us because when we come to your areas and stuff, anybody in here also from the Ohio, Atlanta area or Chicago area, I need volunteers for an event coming up.
Oh, there we go. The call is out. The call is out.
Now, here we go. This is the thing. You don't have to do nothing except during the intermission is collect cards, some cards from the audience. Chicago, I need volunteers. It's for the Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp, Jalen Carr, Donald Lawrence, Marvin Winans show. Atlanta is for the same lineup. In Columbus, May 9th is Chicago, May 10th is Columbus, May 11th, Mother's Day is going to be in Atlanta. So if you're in those areas and explain those areas, inbox me. I'll put your name down. You get into the concert for free. We meet. I'll shake your hand like, yo, thank you for coming. Come on in. You watch the whole concert intermission that have you help do a certain thing for about 15, 20 minutes. And you sit back down and enjoy the show.
Nice. That's pretty dope.
Mike Allen is right. Mike Allen said we in the thing where kids got DHS number in their phones and would threaten to call.
Yeah, my mama used to say, call them, please. Y'all see I had to put my glasses on. I'm sorry. This light is wearing my eyes out.
I feel the same way.
I'm sitting here like, for whatever reason, my eyes are just sensitive this morning. I don't know why. That thing is, Jesus Christ.
I need mine up. Mine outside in the car. Because my eyes, this light, you know what? Maybe get the big light.
What, the big light?
Yeah.
Well, I got the big light. I got a big ring light. I don't know if you can see it like in my glasses there. But like I got that. But for whatever reason, it usually doesn't bother me. I'm usually not bothered by lights at all.
Rhonda said me
today. Yeah, she want to do the. Either she's saying her because she want to help volunteer, or she's saying her because she know how to beat some kids. I'm just joking. I'm not saying that for real, y'all. If y'all don't know, Rhonda's worked in education spaces, so you know. Yeah.
She's an educator too, right? Yeah.
Well, she works in, and she told us this the other day. She mentioned this. It was that Rhonda. This shows you how much we don't listen. Clearly, we need some discipline because she worked in discipline. It was something in that direction.
Something in that word.
But clearly, we don't listen. Clearly,
Wait, you listen for that day. Oh, you just muted yourself, Zeke. Also today, our special guest will be actress. Yep, you back. Actress, book writer, and drama coach, as I call her, Sharon S. Davis. She's written a few books, Christian style books. She's also wrote some other stuff she's going to share with you guys. She will be on shortly with us this morning. Oh, Rhonda said both. Okay, Rhonda, I will talk to you about it because you're a celebrity podcaster. So we'll figure out something different for you when you come. But you did for years. Teaching, I don't know if I had the patience to be a teacher. Do you, Zeke? And I technically teach people now. You're muted again. You're gone. Your mic is gone.
Something's going on with my computer. I'm
there
going
you
to
go.
put you on solo for a second. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't think I had the patience to teach. I mean, I do teach now. That's the main thing. I teach people, and I've done it before. But I don't know. People like you, Rhonda, you're special. That God has given you that gift and that patience to teach. I mean, I do it now, so I know what I'm saying I can't do it. And I do it now, so don't let me say I can't do it. I don't like to do it. But anyway, everybody, look, we got a great show coming up. We're about to start bringing in
no idea what just happened.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to this thing. I think I got a drive that needs to be addressed, like on my computer, like where I plug in. So this microphone that I'm using, this mic here, it plugs in via USB basically. And for whatever reason, this thing just unplugged itself. All of my hard drives just said I disconnected them and everything. Like, that's why I muted, because this is plugged in through the USB, and then that just clunked out for whatever reason, which is weird. So I don't know. That was a computer issue there. So yeah, Rhonda says she loved teaching and sometimes she misses it. I liked being with kids. I used to run a summer camp. That was the closest I got to it.
Too.
And then but I didn't have to be with the kids. Like I did stuff where I was with the kids, and if I had to be with a group of kids every day, I just could not go back to that. Brony Cat is back with us, y'all. Oh,
see, Zeke.
Yeah,
I don't think you would be good with small kids. And you just reminded me of something. We were at your house that time, me and some of the people, and Smith and Bianca, baby, remember, had a knife. And she got a knife. He said, no, baby, don't hold it this way. Turn it this way. And you had and it was like, no, Zeke, take the knife from me. You told her, turn it. It was a fork. He said, hey, baby, don't hold it that way. You turned it the other way. They was like, no, take it from her. She only 2. So they were
I do remember that. I do remember that. We was dying laughing. And I was like, dang, Zeke, why you... In my head, they're growing up. You got to teach them how to have the utensils correctly. They're going to use them anyways, I might have to lose this light today. My eyes, I'm already so sleepy. That's part
See what
of
happens when you lose it.
Yeah.
See if it gets dark.
Oh, it's going to get dark. I can tell you that for sure. Watch. I can do the whole show like this. You gotta have like some creepy, sexy music for something like this.
You know what? What if we did do the show like that?
Just dark, just the whole show, just dark.
That'll be really weird. And then the whole show is like this.
And we just whispering. Welcome to Zeke Live in the morning.
I need light.
We're here for you.
With no light, I sound like just a voice. Look.
Wow.
Hold on, Zeke. We may have somebody about to come on before what's her face.
Let's see here.
Hold on, let me.
There we go. Well, y'all, I'm wondering, we always ask this question. We like to do our family check-in. I think we're just going to do that, though, mostly on Wednesdays, because that takes the conversation a whole direction. But let's give a shout-out to Yolanda Williams right there. Yo, what's up? Good to see you. Hope all is well. I got to acknowledge Mama over on Instagram. She said that her abuelita showed her how to throw that. She's half Puerto Rican. She's half Puerto Rican. So, she had to, basically say that. What's the topic of the day? We never have a topic. But we do have a special guest on today. We'll be announcing that in 1 second. But let's see here. All right, I got something for y'all. While Eric is doing that, let's see who he's got as a special guest Oh, he's got a dog in a wig. Y'all give it up for a dog in a wig. Dog in a wig is the special guest on today. Y'all give it up. Y'all make sure y'all show some love, show some hearts. Hey, y'all, I want to get into this, and whenever Eric gets back, hopefully he's able to see this. I got to load up the thing. I don't know why my thing just did that.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, okay, bet. Perfect. I don't know why my StreamYard just did that thing. That's why I had to. There we go. Oh, no, wrong one. See that? Y'all see that? We're learning together.
Video part with the video.
We're learning together. I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, this is what I want.
This is the video thing.
I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, I clicked the wrong one. All right, bro. I got some good videos. I think I got some good ones. I think I got a couple good ones for you. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, we got to reload the thing. This one is courtesy of the Eric Rideout. This one right here that's coming up. Y'all tell us what you think about this. All right. Y'all got to let us know what you think about wait, okay, there it is. About what you think about these videos, all right? So, and why? Why do y'all do that? Ladies, why?
You got to play that again.
Gee. Why do ladies feel the need to do that kind of stuff? You know.
Let's set it up for everybody. This is a couple on Instagram, and they play jokes on each other. So
That's
the
true.
wife
They do.
dressed up like a giant crow and perched herself up on the side of her husband's bed while he was asleep. And she made a little call noise like a crow would make, and he woke up. So that's the thing. Zeke, you gotta play that again. That thing is hilarious.
Bet. Here we go.
It's frozen, Zeke. It's frozen.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. We're going back. Let's play on my end. Hold on a second. I'll start it over. Can you hear me, though? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
That's weird. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's try it again. All right, there you go. Is it playing? All right, cool.
That's a reset. I don't know what happened here. His whole body shut down.
You know what? I can't even judge because hold on, and I can't even judge. Let me show y'all why I can't judge. Watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all why I can't judge. You remember this, E? You remember this?
What Tiana hated?
Remember this guy?
You should do a podcast like that.
Oh my God, bro!
Oh, Tiana hated that. She hated that thing.
I remember I chased her at rehearsal once, like around the block, wearing that mask. Yo,
dude, that woman hated that.
Yo, radio show, they won the award. We got to make sure to give a shout out to that.
Oh, congrats on that. Congrats.
Yeah, it's Yolanda Williams. Remember her? Yeah. That's our girl. Yeah, that's our girl. Okay, E, I got one for you. Here it goes. Let me see. The internet is interwebbing. All right, there it is.
Hi, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Will you be an angel for a helpless animal? Every day, innocent animals are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're crying out for help.
It went to karaoke and chose the worst song.
Call the number on your screen with a monthly gift right now. For just $18 a month, only 60 cents a day, you'll help rescue animals from their abusers and provide medical care, food, shelter, and love.
Look at the people's faces, though.
He got kicked out of karaoke. Oh my God.
He read the whole speech. Hi, this is Sarah McLaughlin.
You gotta play that again.
All right, bet.
That's crazy.
Where's that? All right, there it is.
Hi, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Will you be an angel for for a helpless animal? Every day, innocent animals are abused, beaten, and neglected. They're crying out for help.
Jesus!
Please call the number on your screen with a monthly gift right now. For just $18 a month, only 60 cents a day, you'll help rescue animals from their abusers and provide medical care, food, shelter, and love.
Y'all! Y'all! I wasn't even gonna play it today. I was looking for something else as you had said me, and that came up next. I laid in the bed for like 30 minutes watching that.
They so sad in there. Oh my God.
They looked at him like, what is this? Yo, have you ever would you get up and do something like that at karaoke?
I would.
Like I need a group. I need you said what?
Dog with me. I would bring a sick dog too. I do the whole thing. I have a play dog or something. I'm gonna do the whole thing if I'm gonna do it. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that was
I feel like you gotta have like a group of friends who will like get down with you, like you know what I'm saying, and just do stupid stuff.
I would definitely do that. I want to go in public now and scare people and give them and do stuff like that. Matter of fact, Zeke, that's something we should do. Get a camera person, and do something.
And just scare people. Yeah, I'm with it.
Notes or make people depressed. Go to comedy club and know you terrible and tell dad jokes. Like that Ronald.
Hey, here's
McDonald.
Oh my God, yes.
He was on
I gotta find that one and post that one day. And you sent me this one, E. This one you sent. Here it goes.
Hear it, they're in ears.
I watched that last night and was laughing. Zeke,
Gee, it really do like that on the in-ears though.
I hate to depress everybody. Dude, you got to go back to that.
Which one? This one?
You got to go back to that karaoke thing. Oh, God.
Are you serious? Okay, I'll go back. I'll do it. Okay, let me see. Did I load it? I think I disconnected it. Let me find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. No, I got it.
Hi, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Will you be an angel for a helpless animal? Every day, innocent animals are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're crying out for help. Please call the number on your screen with a monthly gift right now. For just $18 a month, only 60 cents a day, you'll help rescue animals from their abusers and provide medical care, food, shelter, and love.
Y'all, I need a group of friends legit. Like do I got any lock stars that would like show up to a karaoke night and just sing the dumbest, worst songs possible? Like the worst songs possible. Like we just gotta
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I had to wipe my eyes. Oh.
They gotta be the wrong possible. They gotta be willing. Willing. Hood said he would do it.
Oh, definitely count me in.
Yeah. Oh. Hood said he's down.
And then I'll look serious the whole while I'm doing it. I'll be worse than Dwight Schrute. Just do it. That would have kept. I wouldn't be able to sleep if I'd have saw that. I'd have been up watching that the whole night. You got to send me that.
Y'all. I bet. I'll send this one to you. Y'all, Ryder said she'd be down. Bet. Ryder said she's down for it.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, come on, Ryder. Come on, Hood. Hood, by the way, is our weekly sponsor, True Hood Photography, where you can get all your photography needs. I don't got a blurb to read, but we'll have him on tomorrow for a minute to talk about True Hood Photography. Like these sponsors be coming out, bro. I love it.
My eyes are red.
Oh, Ryder said we'll call it karaoke instead of karaoke. Karaoke. You got to choose all the. It'll be a group. Oh, we could be a whole group called the Karaoke Tribe. I don't know. We'll get like we'll randomly. Let's see. she said Eric went to choir rehearsal at our church with an invisible cord with a fake hairy rat walking beside him. He turned rehearsal out. What?
I went to church.
Please tell.
I had a fake rat, and I had a long cord, and I put a wig on, and I was walking real fast up and down the hallway with this fake rat. And I went through the choir stand with it, and the people screaming that. Yeah, I messed the whole church. I remember that.
What? It was a wig?
I did two different things. I did two different things. One rehearsal, because at our old church, the choir stand was facing this way. To your left was the hallway where you could see the door, and they would close these things up. You know how churches had them things you close.
Yes.
I put on this big wig and would walk by like Michael Myers real fast. And the choir director was like, "What's that?" You know, she's like, "Y'all see that?" No, I'm like, "No." And I did that, man, for a whole. And then once I took a fake rat on a string and walked through the choir stand and go to my seat in the choir stand, and I drug it behind me, and it came across the women's feet, and it was hollering and knocking stuff down. I got to get it. Boy. But that now I remember that. I did some
ridiculous.
Dude,
I got one more. Bro, I got one more for you, though. I said Eric could get a kick out of this one. I got one more for you. Oh, wait. I got one more for you. And then I see our special guest has arrived. So we got to make sure to get her on. Yeah. Oh, snap. Y'all going to enjoy this. Y'all going to enjoy it. We're going to have a great conversation. Let me see here, though. I got one more for you, Eric, that you got to see. I got so many buttons to click. Let's see here.
I'm teary-eyed still. I got
make sure I click the right one. Make sure I'm showing you the right one, because this is going to... All right, this is for all the dads out there. All dads who love their children.
Once we grab on the front end, we'll run off.
The trauma.
Man, threw the thing at his daughter. Oh my God.
For those of y'all that didn't see what happened, and those of y'all that's listening to it in another situation, bro, he fed the seagulls with French fries until they came up. Then he grabbed one on the second time and threw it in the car at his daughter. And she lost her stuff. Whoo, Eric, would you ever do that to your kids?
I would definitely do that to
Tina said she would be so mad. Oh, no. I'm telling y'all right now. Shout out to my boy Neil Bell. Hey, I'm playing one more time, y'all. This is for the dads. Dads, I'm not saying I'm giving you any ideas. I'm not giving any ideas. I'm just, I'm not making suggestions. I'm just saying, watch the video. That's all I'm saying.
Once we grab on the front end, we'll run off.
Gee, the way you laughing at it, like.
Watch out!
Mama said that falsetto is. She said on that Crow video, she said that's not how she said she been married 45 years and that ain't how she play.
Your mama said what?
No, that was Mama from Texas. Toddy's mama.
About the what?
About the Crow video. The video with she standing over in the bird suit.
She said what about it?
She said she's been married 45 years and that is not how they play.
Man, look, when I get in, I'm gonna torture my wife with pranks, tricks, all of that.
I can't wait.
That right there. Oh my God.
I can't wait. All right, I'm gonna send you those two. I can't wait to have kids so that I can do that.
Oh man, I done scared the crap out of Deja doing some stuff. Lay on side of her bed, and so she lay in the bed. And you sit up real fast, like, sit up and say, "Good morning." Hey, what you doing? I done did all kind of stuff to my daughter.
Torturing her. Oh my
My
God.
kids do it too, though. My daughter was scared. My daughter scared me, crawling on the floor, and I wake up, or she stand over me with white stuff on her face or something. We scared her. Sorry, scared.
Rhonda said that would be at a nursing home.
That man threw that bird in that car. That's funny.
Did you hear him laughing in the background? Like the way he was laughing? He was like, he was having a grand old time. Y'all gotta tell us which one of those was which one of those? I think I took the crow out of here. Oh dang, I clicked the wrong button. Well, that's what we do over here. We torture people. Yeah. I wasn't dropping hints. I was just saying watch the video. What you do with that is all on you. Whatever you do with that is definitely on you. I have nothing to do with how you traumatize your children or not. We got a special guest, man. We got a special guest. I hope she doesn't think that I'm a kid traumatizer. When she comes on, we'll let
just for the record, before you bring on, I just sent you one for tomorrow. You
all right, bet.
With another father scaring his child. It's hilarious.
Got it. Yep. Y'all, if y'all got funny videos or anything like that, every day we're gonna start doing these different hot takes. I think it's good, Eric. I do think this. I do believe it's good. Start your day off with a laugh. If nothing else, that's one of the things that I love about social media. It ain't all just fights and drama. I mean, people are posting some really funny stuff. And if you got a hard day or something like that, a lot of us do go to our phones, our devices, and we try to, look at funny videos, and it's nice just to see that stuff. But some of this stuff is obnoxious. That video of the karaoke, I want to do that for real. We got to see if Sheridan Davis will do that with us. We got to see if we'll see if she'll go with us. You think she will?
No, Sheridan Hicks, no.
I don't know. I think I can convince her. We'll find out in a minute when we bring her on. I think I can convince her to do karaoke. That's what Rhonda on the Rock said. We're gonna call it karaoke. Hold on, real quick. Look at this. Brony Cat says she used to traumatize her son with characters from The Wiz and Frosty the Snowman. Now that's why we got folks running around here right now scared of Michael Jackson like that. And I ain't gonna tell y'all somebody I know who scared of Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna tell y'all who it is, but
don't tell me. I definitely Michael Jackson has me scared.
That's why I ain't gonna tell you.
If I know him,
Eric, do me a favor. Introduce our special guest. She is here. She's waiting. I need y'all to put some hearts, some love, some comments. Do all that. I was about to introduce. I was about to do the whole introduction. Hold on. You introduce her.
Look, man, I met this young sister. I call her Sister Soldier because she is dedicated to her people. I met her years ago. She worked with Kier Sheard, and she was part of the PRL movement. She was over drama. She's an author, a podcaster, and an overall good person. She's a prophetess. She works in ministry, but she is an overall just good person. I had a nickname BB for her. I can't say what that is. She knows that. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only and you got to say the, not the, Sheridan S. Davis.
Hey, add it to the. There it is.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, y'all give it up. Give it a hearts. Give it a love, man.
Give it up. Give it up for BB.
What an introduction. Jesus.
Her nickname is BB. So go ahead and
BB. Wow. Look, I see the look. I saw the eyes. I saw it. I know not to call you BB. I'm not getting in trouble.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now when I just met you, nope.
See, after this, I will let you know why we call it that, and then it'll make sense. But go ahead, Sheridan. How are you, Sheridan, this morning?
Well, I was well before I came on here, and you showing out. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, man. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being on with us, and thank you for being here. I mean, nobody has to do this early in the morning. As you can see, we ain't even fully awake. So we thank you for taking some time for your day.
Yeah, before Sheridan gets started, everybody please share this. And just for you to know, Sheridan, every day our replays go up in 1,000, so this go reach a lot of people. So thank you for joining. And you see what I mean? She got the hair, and
I'm about that life. Yeah.
Oh, she's Sheridan believing in supporting our people. She's big on Black culture and the Black. So Sheridan, tell everybody about who you are.
Okay, firstly, let me just say hi to my mom. She's dropping chocolate bars in the comment section. Hey, girl, hey. All right, so who am I? I am a daughter. I am, first of all, a daughter. Let's talk about God. Amen. I'm also a daughter to my parents who are pastoring Word for the World on the west side of Chicago. So I'm their assistant pastor. I am an author, as you guys said, a best-selling author on Amazon. What else I got going on? I'm a podcaster. You guys can check out my podcast, Good Girl, Rich Life, on just search my name. Y'all got a lot going on. I'm a worship leader, and I love people.
Tell us about your book. What made you write? Tell us about like your first book and what made you write it. How long did it take? What's the process of writing?
Okay. So I am, at this point, I'm working, I think, on my 20th or 21st book. But if
wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Back up. Did you say 20th or 21st?
One of those, yeah.
My goodness.
Look, my mama better be my help in the comments. I am also an independent publisher. So if you want to write a book, hit me up, okay? You better be my help, woman of God.
Because it's and I said that because there's some people who are struggling to get like a single book done, like, you know what I mean? Right. They may be, and so that's encouraging to hear. I mean, 20 or 21, my guy. Yeah, I ain't read that many books.
Don't forget, she's wrote that many books, but she's also a publisher, so she can publish other people's books now.
Yeah, please hear that. Cool. Come on,
how I got into the literary industry is this. Number one. So I'm abstaining until marriage, and so I used to have a Twitter account dedicated towards abstinence, and I would just post different like quick tips and practical things that you could do to help you along your abstinence journey. Amen. Because we need help. Now, did I know at that time that I would still be abstaining by the time I was in my 30s? No, I did not. Amen. Did we expect that? No, I did not. But praise God, we are here. So
wow. Wait. So you've been abstinent to your 30s?
I'm in my 30s right now. We still waiting. Really?
So you're almost like a 40-year-old virgin. It's coming.
Whoa, we're not gonna claim that. Amen. We want God to change our testimony, okay?
Because Sheridan will post pictures of fellas and say,
Okay, anyway, so I was posting tips and stuff about abstinence, and my dad called me. I was at school in Wisconsin. My dad called me and he said, "So I see you on Twitter," and I'm like, "When did you get on Twitter?" First of all,
that part. Who invited the parents to the Twitters?
Right. Like, whoa. God was saying, good stuff. Praise God. So he said, "I see your Twitter, and I don't want you to make the same mistake I made." And I said, "What?" He said, "You're giving away so much wisdom for free. You need to gather all this stuff, write it in a book, and make these people pay for it." Mm-hmm. I was great at writing before then, like writing poetry. I used to write little songs and things of that nature, but I never thought of writing a book. So at that point, I compiled those tweets. I was a part of Tasha Cobb's street team at that time, and I met a couple guys who were into the writing and publishing arena, and they helped me. I got that first book out. It's about abstinence. And then from there, I decided, you know what? I actually want to try fiction. And so I became a Christian fiction author. And then I went over into the romance arena, praise God. And, it's been it.
When you say in the romance arena, how's that? What's that about? What's that world like, huh?
Well, I started with
the romance. Did you write from experience, or is this fiction? Like, how is that?
Okay, so I started out with my series Church Girls, which was Christian fiction. and it's my flagship series. It's what I'm known for the most. So number one, yes, it was somewhat from experience, but also from my girlfriends' experiences and my cousins, and listening to them and going, "He did what? You did what? What?" And so I began to take what they were experiencing, and I created these characters. I also started creating characters based on what I would like to experience. So, yeah, I would say as far as the romance is concerned, hey y'all, as far as the romance is concerned, my stories are love stories that make people want to believe in love again. And then I also sprinkle some Jesus in there. So you're gonna get a little word of encouragement here and there, but they get spicy. They get spicy.
So is this book for the church mothers?
They can enjoy it. Some of them, it depends on what kind of church you go to.
So Baptist people, y'all.
You say Baptist, y'all can do that. Well, y'all right. Like Eric say, when y'all out there passing your Newports, you can do. My granddaddy pastored a Baptist church my whole life, so that's
period.
So I feel like I got the right to make that joke. We was back outside.
Oh wow!
Now wait, Zeke, coming out sharing.
Shout out to Daddy. What's up? Shout out to your parents that's on here supporting. Y'all show some love to Sheridan's mother and father. Y'all saw both of them on there, so y'all make sure.
Is it your dad or your mom are in the prophetic situation?
Really, my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Prophet Davis. Tell us this, Sheridan, about now. What made you? Because I'm gonna go back to some history stuff, but I want to jump to your podcast.
Okay.
Is your podcast based on the same type of premise, or is it something all the way different? And who are some of the guests you had? Because didn't you have somebody from one of those reality shows, like the producer?
Did. So
yeah, I want.
Okay, thank you. My podcast, Good Girl, Rich Life. The point of the podcast is to introduce people to church girls and things that we like. But it's also about everyday life. We talking about dating. We talking about reality TV. We're talking about just life stuff. I have had on the podcast, so this is my second season. I started out with a bang. My first interview on the podcast was with Carlos King, who is reality TV gold. He is a producer. If y'all have watched the Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Marriage series, he produces that. He's the founder, the producer, all the things. And he was the first Black male producer in the Real Housewives franchise. So I interviewed what's the baby name? Carlos King. I have interviewed Nyshan, Patrice, who talked about her experience of being married to a narcissistic pastor. So we went in. I interviewed Vincent Hill, who talked about his experience with Larry Reed. I have interviewed some folks. Okay.
I remember Vincent Hill when he went live was telling this stuff. Yikes.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I gotta go check that one out. I gotta go check that one out. I mean, I ain't messy. I just want to see. No, that's interesting though. Right, I'm not messy, but we're gonna not just play it. No, I mean that's awesome. That's amazing. So, how long have you had your podcast going? Like, how's that been going? Obviously, you got great guests coming on, so that means you got something amazing happening. That means that you got something that's worth seeing. I know I'm gonna go check it out. You already got people in the comments who have said that they've already gone and followed your podcast now. So, hey, shout out to that. Y'all, please be sure to do that. Yeah.
I comment. But go ahead, Sharon. I know he was at.
Yeah, tell us how that's been. Yeah. What's that journey been like?
Podcasting is a different arena for me,
sure.
But I like it. So I have definitely been known to, child, I can talk. So that's not a big deal. But getting in front of the camera, coming up with these questions, it's a thing. So the first season I had more interviews. This season is more of me and the audience, which I am liking. But podcasting has been very interesting for me. It's an area for me to grow in and just expand what I was previously doing and talk about, life stuff and having a safe space for people who grew up like I did.
Yeah.
There are some people who feel like they can't read certain books or can't watch certain movies because we've been taught that it was a sin. And so I want to kind of create just a safe space for folks to feel like they can be themselves.
I like that. I like that a lot. I know you said, like, in terms of folks who grew up kind of like we did, because for most of us around here, we church people, we know what it's like. And depending on what wing of church you come from, the more conservative it is, sometimes the more Pentecostal, if you come from holiness, apostolic traditions, sometimes they don't think they get into some weird stuff, but it's so bubbled, if you will, that then what we found, with a lot of folks who came out of those spaces where it was really bubbled like that, they grew up to become adults who were so sheltered that when they got hit with the first, I guess we'll call it the first taste of the world, they either went super wild left and wild out, or they like really retreated and retracted even more into that shell and became really of no usage to the world around them. And obviously, if the church is teaching us to be called out and be able to be, not called out away from anymore, but now Jesus says called to the nations, right? You're going to go ye therefore. You can't really do that if you got culture shock everywhere you go. And so, so have you found it that that what you're doing, like in the podcast and even what you're writing and the Twitter series that you had, have you found that that's really been helping folks in that arena? And I'm asking that because, we're trying to do that same thing over here. So, encourage us.
Okay. For sure. I think it's been helpful, and people in the comments and people who follow me, they say it's been helpful. They've given me pointers like this. Like when I wrote the Church Girl series, I've had people who say, I haven't read a book since high school.
Oh, wow.
And they are like 40. And things of that nature. Outside of the Bible, of course, they want to add that part.
Right.
Outside of the Bible, I haven't read
that church.
Can't read that Bible.
Right. You read a few
you
passages.
Ain't in that Bible, but
you read a few passages every week.
Right. So that has been encouraging. I would say that allowing people to think, have the space to think.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times we think we're thinking, but we're not. We're just going based off of what we were told. So when I first became a minister and I started reading the Bible, I'd be like, that's not what y'all here saying. That's not what the Bible's saying. What y'all saying is two different things now. Hold on. So hold on now. So with that being said, allowing people to have an outlet. Listen, and I used to feel some type of way about, the spicier portions of my book or whatever. And I'd be like, is it okay if I say that? And then I stopped and I thought, the people of God is reading it anyway. Whether they're getting it from you
or somebody else. Yeah.
So get your money. So there's the encouragement to the people of God who certain things. They're getting it anyway, whether they're getting it from you or someone else.
Yeah.
It taught me that ideas come from one or two places. They either come from God or from the devil. And if you have not been in communion with the devil,
well,
then maybe the Lord gave you that idea. And I'm running for my life. Amen.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's such an interesting concept, though. This idea that, and I think that we all as church folks have had that, like really put on us this weight that tells us you can't do nothing except do it here for the church. And so if something don't work inside of a church setting, then it must not be from God, so you write a book about, let's say, the love experiences, we'll call it that, so that Facebook don't mute me.
Right.
You write a book about love experiences, and then the church folks, hit you up and say, oh man, you can't do that because of that. Well, you may not be talking about this particular story in your church, but Tuesday through Thursday, I'm going to bed every night reading the book, and I want to read about something that makes sense to everyday life.
Is that the church folks are going to get on you for that?
Yeah,
but that has not been my experience.
Yeah,
I was afraid that was going to be the experience, right? That they were going to get on me for saying this and that. Baby, them people was like, girl, this book good. And I'm like,
yeah. And you know what? And maybe I need to clarify my statement because we were talking about this yesterday, E.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that it'd be just like a few people, or maybe it was the day before yesterday. It'd be a few people who do like the most talking. They the loudest wheel, you know what I mean? Like the loudest noise, this, and they're the ones that's going, no, you can't do this, that, and nobody else really speaks up. But the ones who ain't speaking up, you know, it's 85% of the population is willing to go ahead and engage in what you're doing. While only, you know, the other 15, I think, I'm not good at math. I think the other 15,
Right.
you know, is not necessarily feeling it, but they're vocal about that. You know what I mean? Like, and so kudos to you for just chopping it up out there and actually going and doing it, because there's a lot of folks who won't. Yeah, go ahead.
And another thing too, like I saw the comment from Trina Davis is an amazing singer. Her mama can sing. Well, mama said, just throw that out there.
And
Another thing too, though. Oh yeah, she's definitely that. Sheridan can sing too, Zeke. She be acting funny, but she can sing.
Well, she did mention she's a worship leader.
And let me tell you something about her. Now, this is something I'm gonna get back to what we were just talking about. This is something else about Sheridan too. If you never met her, and those of you that met Sheridan, you guys will understand what I'm about to say about her. She has a certain presence about herself that, you know, she's a taller sister, but when Sheridan walks in the room, she demands attention. Dude. She's that person that can walk in the room and everybody like, who is that? She's that who is that person.
Who is that?
She's always been that, even with, you know, with the BRL situation. And then she carries herself a certain way. Not arrogant. No, it's not arrogant. But
he paused for a minute like you. It's gonna mess with
not
you.
arrogance. That's what I want to be fair. It's not an arrogance.
Eric always messing with somebody.
But it's a confidence that Sheridan has about herself that other people around in BRL used to say stuff about her, not negative. Like, man, the way she exudes self-confidence. She's poised. She's unapologetically black. You know, yes, like Zeke is the same way. Like you all can go back and forth and talk about how the people been redoing those "They Not Like Us" videos. And
don't start me there.
Please make it stop.
We can't have nothing. But now another that's it's terrible.
Skiing like us, they skiing.
Ain't nothing like us. They got. Now this is another thing too. Sheridan also, for those that don't know, she acts and does acting. She's an actress as well.
Come on, acting. Yes.
Now her buddy is somebody that we all grew up watching, which was the original mama on The Fresh Prince. That's her girl.
Oh, so, Janice C. Hilbert. She's from Moments, Illinois, where I'm from. The Moments, Kankakee County area. She's from down here my way.
That's her buddy.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. How did that relationship start? And like, how did you guys even connect?
Okay, so let me go back. So first of all, thank you so much for the compliments.
You can cash at me for that later.
No.
Thank you for the compliments. I would say that the confidence, I'm thankful that you noticed that, because that is something I had to work on. As a child, oh my God, my self-esteem was in the toilet.
My goodness, yeah.
Talk about it, because that helps people. When I tell you replays, we get inboxes from people. And
we really do. So, we really do. People who, you know, sometimes ask these kinds of questions and stuff. So yeah, have at it, girl. I have at it. I'll end up asking another question.
By the time Eric met me, I think I was 18. Or I think I was 18. So I had just come out of probably at 16-ish. I started coming out of my shell. I had a lot of confidence issues because I was talked about, especially at school, for being dark skinned. So being dark skinned, I've always been a curvier girl. So those two things, I was talked about a lot. Colorism was a big part of the issue for me. And so feeling like, you know, you're undesired, unattractive, and all those type of things. And I don't really care about what y'all think in that way, like whether you want to date me or not. That's not, I don't care about that. But what I do care about is with colorism, there is prejudice. It's not just about desirability. And so when you are a child and you're listening to "you so black, you blah 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 blah," fill in the blank. You're black as blah 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 blah. You fill in the blanks. That does not feel good. And not only does it not feel good, but it does. It can ruin your self-image. So that's what it did for me. However, I have been actively working on just not allowing that to mask how I see myself. And so by the time Eric saw me, honey, I had a huge afro. I was very much embracing all the black.
And this is the thing she don't know.
I'm black, y'all. Right. I'm black, y'all. Yeah.
And this is the thing about Sheridan, she don't know. I'm gonna let her finish. She had such a confidence when Sheridan walked through the room. She didn't know some of them tenors and some of the musicians like, oh, who is that?
Oh my God.
Confidence wins. Confidence wins every time.
Sheridan had the Sheridan Davis fan club. That's where the BB came from. Go ahead, finish. So you lacked confidence, really? Because when I met you, I would never thought that. Because she'll argue with me. She was one of the few people that argue with me and tell me I'm stupid and shut up and stuff. She was one of the few people that would argue. The rest of them was scared of me. She wasn't scared of me at all. But talk about that. What helped you overcome that?
First of all, I never said you were stupid, so we're not going to tell these people that.
We definitely argued, and you said, you said my point was stupid, which it probably was.
Okay, I can see me saying that.
Yeah, you said it. I remember.
It made me crazy, but I would never say you were stupid.
And Nina co-signed it's stupid.
But okay, so how did I overcome that? Number one, I had to start looking at myself the way God sees me. And I know that sounds very cliche, but it's true. I think that, you know how the Bible tells us not to use the Lord's name in vain? I think that we misuse that. So I don't think God in heaven is looking at you like, oh, because you said, oh, God. I don't think that's what that is. I think the Bible never tells us that God's name is God. When you go to the Bible and he's asked what his name is, nobody asked him in Genesis, which is crazy. We're not seeing anybody ask his name until Exodus. Moses is at the burning bush. And he's like, who do I tell these people to seek me? And he said, I am that I am. So his name is I am. When we put things after I am that I am is not, that's how we use the Lord's name in vain. The Bible tells us that he created us in his image, right? And so if I'm calling myself something that I am is not, that is how I'm using the Lord's name in vain. And so I made the effort to stop using his name in vain. I have decided to say, okay, this is what scripture says that I am, and this is what I'm going to believe. And from there, the confidence began to be built.
I love that. No, I love that. I'm going to probably say the name wrong, and my theologian friends are going to beat me up. It's either the tetragrammaton or the tetragrammaton, something like that. Is the name. The I am, right? I was watching a series, one of the professors talking about because I be, all in this stuff, right? So he was talking about how that name, that you, same thing you're saying, that misusage of using the Lord's name in vain is not when you sit up and you go, oh, goddamn, like that's not what they were talking about. No, but the idea, he was saying the idea of it is that when you use the Lord's name, when you take the Lord's name, something has to happen. Therefore, in vain means nothing happens. It's, to be in vain, and not from the root of vanity, but from the root of something not having action, something not being able. So when you use the Lord's name, you have to expect that something is going to happen. So thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain.
Yes, but then you know what we do as believers? We act in unbelief all the time. So we say things like, we know the Bible tells us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. But we think we are walking in humility by not loving ourselves. But that's not true. Because I can't love you if I don't love me. So yeah,
that's essentially what Jesus said, right? Like,
literally.
what's the most important of the commandments? That you love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, your soul, and then that you love your neighbor, as you love yourself. So if you have a no love for yourself, how can you have a love for your neighbor? And how can you have any of that if you ain't got the right love for God? And who do you say God is? Well, if God is good, then God is great, and I'm the selim and the demut of God, or the image and the likeness of him, then what am I doing calling myself horrible and bad and nothing? Because when God created me, he said it was good. In fact, when he made male and female, in Hebrew says they were very good.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, it said very good, right? So that we get that comes from it, and like you said, it brings us to this point of low self-esteem, lack of self-esteem, and you got some of the most talented and vision-driven people in churches who have done exactly like you said, what we've done, right? Which is this. Let me take this. My mother would call it false humility. Like it's humble, but it's self-depreciating. You know what I mean? It's self. So what did you do? I mean, I know you said that you really like just took what the word was, but what did you do? Like just that process of really grappling with that and really coming into self and being that confident, so that you became the person that Eric says that you were.
Looked in the mirror and said, "Man, I have this flawless skin." Because she has beautiful skin.
Thank you.
She came out with that makeup on and stuff. One day I saw Facebook. I'm like, "Whoa, who is this?" And like, look at her being fast now. She didn't.
Wow.
She was
wow.
She's really easy. The thing is, when you meet her in person, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean.
So practical steps, you mean, right?
Yeah, just or like just even mentally what that was like for you, because I mean I know it's not just a thing where somebody just wakes up one day. Now, unless this maybe was your thing, you just wake up one day. You know what? I'm confident now, and then you just walk out the house and it's out. I mean, you got to like take those hits because it's been something that's been making you feel not so much, like you said. Oh, you dark skin, oh, you this, that, and the other, and so like years of that don't just get wiped away all at one time. You got to work through it.
That's why I made sure to say. I make the effort, meaning to this day.
Yeah.
I made
Come on. Yeah.
I am making sure that I'm working on that. So when you deal with rejection, because that's what the root of all of this is. When you deal with rejection, you look at life through that lens. Somebody can literally be loving you, but in your mind, because you've been dealing with rejection, all you'll see is rejection. And you'll continue to manifest that. I want to say that in a way that is not like spooky like people be making it. You will continue to manifest that in your everyday life. So for me, practical things that I did. First of all, I want to thank my parents because they were very instrumental.
Y'all shouted up for the parents.
Yes. And assisting me with that. Even to this day, they'd be like, that's that old you coming up. Get the new you. Grab a hold to her. So I did even a book and a play called Pretty for a Dark Skinned Girl. Oh, thank you, Tasha. Pretty for a Dark Skinned Girl, where I was talking about my self-esteem journey. So number one, having to make the choice that what you said about me was not my business. That's a choice.
That's great.
Yeah.
I had to get there. Because we talking about 2009, 2010 is when I got into my natural hairstyles, wearing my afros and stuff like that. And y'all know people would make those subliminal posts on Facebook. Afro's not for everybody. I don't know why y'all doing that natural stuff, pairing y'all hair, all that. Y'all hair is not done. No, it's done.
This what it is.
It's done.
It's done. It's done.
And nobody's about to tell me how my hair sprouts out of my head. How God created it to. That's wrong. So starting there, it starts with a bit of defiance. Defiance with I don't care about what your opinion is. Yes, I am curvy, and that is good.
There's people paying lots of money right now to go get what Somebody done convinced us 20 years ago was not good. They done convinced our girls that not having those natural curves is good. And then look 20 years down the line and what's everybody doing?
Right.
Going bankrupt on a BBL. Make it make sense, bro.
Hello.
Make it make sense.
Listen, I had to do that. I had to make that decision that your opinion is yours. And that it's none of my business. I just had to start minding my business. My business is how I present myself to the world. And so if I'm in tune with God, if my head, my heart, and heaven made a decision, what does that have to do with you? Now you can enjoy what I present, but it's not yours to dictate. So that is the first step. And then I did practical things, like I started doing solo dates. I think a lot of single women, especially in church, we take abstinence a little too far. For those of us who are abstaining, right? And this is what I mean. And I want to clarify for those of us who are abstaining, because everybody is not. But for those who are, I think we take it a little too far. You don't have to be scared to date. We also don't have to wait on everything. Okay, I like to travel. I'm not waiting till somebody's son find me before I do that. Who knows how old I'm gonna be, which I'm claiming is not that far off. But
claim it. There you go. There you go.
I'm not about to be like waiting forever to travel or to go to a nice restaurant or find out what you like and do it. That's what I did. I love a solo travel date. I love to, baby, if I want to see a movie, I'm going by myself. If nobody else want to go, I don't care. If nobody else, I will purposely date myself. Those are things that I have decided to do, just a few practical steps. And then doing affirmations. I kind of thought that was stupid before. I'm not going to hold y'all. I did think it was stupid because I'm like, why am I looking in the mirror talking to myself? But scripture says that faith comes by hearing, okay? So if I'm repeating over and over again that you are beautiful, you are awesome, you are a wealth of knowledge, and I even pray for self-esteem. If you are these things, then I'm going to eventually believe it. Now I don't have a problem with really believing it because I've said it and people have experienced it and they're obviously taking note of it. So, yeah.
Yeah, you said something real good right there, actually, with the affirmations thing, because, for me, I've been on the other end of that. We always talk about throw the year 2020 away, and I tell people, man, bump that, throw 2022 away. So for me, just meeting me, I had a whole thing with just the depression got so bad, and I got to like the suicidal side of it and all that. And you know what I was doing before that, though? I was looking in the mirror and I was saying something to myself. It wasn't like no affirmations. It wasn't no, you're good and you're wonderful. It was like, who you think you are, man? You ain't, just like talking in the mirror, like when you see yourself. It's exactly these negative affirmations, right? And so you better talk to yourself, because depending on where your mind could and may take you, you better have something good and solid to stand on, you know what I mean? That you can, and if you're not doing it with anybody else, sometimes, Donald Lawrence, sometimes you got to encourage your own self, right? So, sometimes you got to speak your own affirmations and encourage your own self. And so, shout out to, kudos to you on that, because that, and thank you for that part of it. So tell us a little bit about your book. I know Eric, I'm gonna let you get a question in there too, but I'm just,
no,
I got all the questions because I want to know all the stuff. I'm sorry, So your book, and specifically the book, the new one that is, give me the title for that. I need to make sure I know, because you got 20 or 21. I gotta be clear. We messing with the church girls now. We will talk about what they got going on. What's up?
Okay. So the last book I think I put out was Church Girls 5. I brought that series back for the one time. But what I have coming up next, let me pause and say I too have I struggle with suicide as well. I talked about that before. I think I was 17. So like literally the year before I became a part of BRL. And I did try to unalive myself.
Oh my goodness.
But the Lord is good. Okay. And we are still here, and it's by the grace of God. Won't he do it? So
listen.
Yeah, so that's
It's possible, y'all. It's possible to
very
survive that.
possible.
It's
I
possible
wanted
to
to just
survive
say
that.
that for somebody else who might be struggling with that. You cannot kill purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You can't kill purpose. So I just want y'all to keep
Hey,
y'all.
put that in the comments, people. You cannot kill purpose. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
So the book that I got coming up, Mercy. This is a spicy one. Okay, we're getting away from the church. Praise
Hey,
God.
listen, this is Zeke Live. This is Zeke Live in the morning. You can absolutely talk about it. It's cool. Ain't nobody gonna beat you up in the comments. And if they do, I got your back.
Thank you. The book is called Illicit Love. Okay. It is called Illicit Love, and it sounds exactly what y'all think it sounds like. The book is about a young lady named Julian. This book will be out this summer, so y'all stay tuned. But it's about a young lady named Julian who is married with children and all the good stuff. And let me stop saying children. My mama is probably her skin is crawling. She hates when I do that. She's married with children.
I'm from the country, and I like hearing you say cheering, so it's all good. I'm from the country. I'm not one of these uppity city folks. So there you go.
Married with children. Okay, and her husband, he does something that leaves her with such scandal. And raising these children alone. From there, she goes on a vacation. She's forced on a vacation. And she meets this man who completely turns her life upside down. So y'all stay tuned. It is a roller coaster ride because things that she thought happened in Jamaica would stay in Jamaica will probably catch up with her back home. So y'all stay tuned. It is very spicy. It is a great fiction or romance read, and I cannot wait for y'all to get it. So you can pre-order it if you would like. My website is SheridanSDavis.com. You can pre-order it or the book box. For those who don't know what a book box is, it is a customized box with the book and a whole bunch more merch for people who like to read books. Y'all want me to read the synopsis?
No, yeah. Well, I mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Okay, I was about to say.
It's up to you. I mean, I feel like you the author. We got the author actually here, so we ain't got to.
All right, I'm gonna read it real quick. It's fast.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Julian had the perfect life until the night it all went up in flames. Left with a scandal she can't escape and 4 children to raise alone, she drowns in shame, locking herself away from the world. But when her sister drags her on a trip to Jamaica, she meets him. Okay, a man who is all heat, all temptation, all escape. One reckless weekend, she surrenders to his touch, losing herself to passion so raw that it makes her forget everything she left behind. No expectations, no promises, just pleasure. But when the sun rises, come on, somebody say as we lay. But when the sun rises, reality comes calling because some sins don't stay buried and illicit love always leaves a mark.
Oh, snap, man.
Will you ever turn some of these into plays?
Yes.
A series? Like, I'm not being funny, like Netflix or somewhere. Or have you ever thought about, I need to take this over there?
Okay, so very serious.
Without putting your business out.
Number one, yes, I want to do a play this Christmas, so y'all pray for me. That's coming. I'm not gonna say I want to. I'm doing a play this Christmas, so y'all
pray for the play. So we got 2 things to pray for. All my lock stars. We're praying for Sheridan Davis's play in December, and we're praying for snow in mid-May. All right, go ahead. In Miami, specifically in Miami. Specifically in Miami.
We just cursed in Miami.
But go ahead. Yeah.
So we're doing a play in December. And hopefully I can come back and you guys can come on out to the play and all that type of stuff. Maybe
absolutely.
Red carpet type thing.
Listen, that's not even a question. That is you just tell us when. That's all that is. You family, part of the Lock Stars now, so welcome.
Yay. Okay, so we have that going on. And do I want to have a series? The answer is absolutely yes. That is something I've actually been praying about I want to do a series on church girls, but we would probably change the name. But yes, I want to do that series. And the illicit love story, I totally see it as a film. The way that I write though, that's how I see my writing, my books. People even say to me, like, oh, I can see the whole thing. I make it an experience. So in my mind, I don't even call my books the chapters. I literally call them scenes because I see them playing out as a movie. So yes, that's something I want to do.
Oh, I got somebody you need to meet. Definitely.
Okay.
We got a few people you need to meet. I don't know if you're already working with somebody, you know. You got,
I'm not. I'm very open.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna bring him to the stage. You need to meet Rich Holmes. I didn't know if he was ready, but he was on camera, so there you go. He's one of my co-hosts that comes on at 9, but he's working in movie spaces and series spaces. In fact, we have a monthly sponsor next month who I have not announced yet. We're gonna get that announcement dropped next week, but works in the entertainment world. That's our monthly sponsor for next month. So yeah. So Rich, meet Sheridan S. Davis.
Yo, Sheridan S. Davis, what's happening? Joe,
how are you?
That's BRL fam, right?
Yeah.
Rich was the administrator for BRL right before Sheridan was gone. I brought Rich in. He was helping run stuff. We was rehearsing at his church.
Shut up. Okay.
Yeah. That's what's up. Hey, man,
so this is the thing.
Everything to you. You are doing an amazing job. I love it. For sure.
Come on, Black Girl Magic. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity, blackity, black, y'all.
I love the confidence, man.
This is the thing too, Rich, and people watching. If we can pull together seriously and reach out to some of our contacts at networks and Netflix and Hulu and these different places and get her in the room with somebody.
Yeah,
I don't see why we can't do that.
Absolutely.
Because her book, she's a best-selling author already on Amazon. So it's not like she don't have numbers. You know what I mean? So I think, and Rich knows some people over on that side, different places like that. So you all definitely need to connect. See, this is what we tell you guys that watch us.
We love this.
Connect you to other stuff.
Yeah. This ain't really
what happens when you're not a hater.
Yeah, exactly.
We love that.
This ain't really a morning show. This is just a love fest over here. We want different. We got different people that come on. Authors, actors, singers, right? I don't care, whatever you are, because you never know what somebody might be looking for. You never know what somebody might need. We bring you on as an author, and Eric asks a question. You need a series. Okay, bet. Let me hook you up with somebody who can get you in that direction. It's just a love fest. That's all it is.
We love that.
And it's a good thing, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Your hearts don't. Why your hearts don't come up?
Yeah.
When Rich's wife does
because
that,
StreamYard be StreamYard, and we're not fans.
Every time she would do it, hearts would come out of her hand.
Oh yeah.
Well, she got
we
the
do
rig,
it. Nothing
so
happens.
it's a little different.
You got to use the different. Yeah, you got to use a different phone kit for that. Yeah. And it'll come up. I don't know. Anyways.
But I'm sorry. But Sheridan. So. And we know you got a life outside of us. We won't keep you all day. So you got.
I'm gonna still be watching though, y'all.
See, she got the podcast. Everybody, her website is SheridanSDavis.com. Now, where can they get your books and where can they watch your podcast?
Okay, so on YouTube you can search my name, Sheridan S. Davis, and Amazon. Listen, it's Sheridan S. Davis on everything. Amazon, you can go ahead, search my name, and get the books, y'all. I would say start with the Church Girl series for sure, because the other series that I have written have all branched from there. So I will start with that series. At this point, it's the 5-book series. It was only meant to be 4. And then I woke up one day out of my sleep and I was like, oh, I got another one in me. Some of these people are asking me, do I know Dr. Tab? Yes, I do. I love Kisha. So yes, I do know her. And I helped her with her books. So
see, there we go. Look at that. See? See, these folks know folks. Say the name of your podcast for the people one more time, because we want them to find you there as well, so they can hear more of you. They can, read you, hear you, see you, all of that. Yeah.
Yes. My podcast is called Good Girl Rich Life. So if you go on my YouTube channel, just search the podcast tab on YouTube. So my channel is called Sheridan S. Davis, just my name, and then you can search that tab or the playlist, Good Girl Rich Life. Do I have audio books? Yeah, But we got more coming. Stay tuned. By the end of this year, they all will be on audio.
Hey, that's a big step right there, because there's people like me who can't read good, so we want somebody to read to us.
You know what else? Zeke,
GPS
too?
education.
Something else too. There it is. At the bottom. Something else too. Like even now, what Sheridan does too to me, it's other Christian, because I know different singers and songwriters and stuff that want to write books too, and getting this. That's an idea. Zeke, what me and Rich talked about yesterday. That might be that's a thing that might work with that, because
we don't want to give people too much. We don't want to
give people too much
yet. Yeah.
Oh no, you can't know it yet, but that may be a thing. You just crossed my mind when she was talking. But anyway, Sheridan,
Well, definitely hit me up for publishing. Sheridan S. Davis got that tab on there. If y'all go to the website, click publish, and the pricing is definitely on there. I have assisted. I'm gonna tell y'all, want to know who my first client was with publishing?
Yeah,
it was not myself. What's crazy is, so my first couple of books, I did not publish. I had a friend to publish them. Like I told you, I was on Tasha Kai's street team, and I met some people in publishing, so they helped me out. And then the guy who published my first couple books, he disappeared. I was like, dun, dun, dun. How am I going to get my next book out? So I had to learn by trial and error. Amen. And the first person, I started my company, Chocolate Chip & Co. And the first person who paid me to do trial and error on their books is Dr. Juanita Bynum.
What?
That was my first book.
Oh, you did. I remember that. You published that book. I remember that.
Wow.
That was her assistant at the time, and she learned that I could do things, and she was like, yeah, you need to do that for me. And I was like, okay.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a way to come out. Yeah.
For those of you that write books, Sharon is also a publisher.
Yeah.
So Sheridan is a publisher. So she's a book writer, publisher, podcaster, all around thing. And if you're a woman, man or woman, but she's an encourager. She does it all, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna even say that. I'm gonna say, yeah, because one thing I'm learning to do is not, and we do this real good in church where I'm not pushing at Eric either. I'm saying this for all the people out there. It ain't just for women, y'all. Come on, man. Like, dudes, we need to hear the stuff. Like, we've done this so much in church. Like, if a woman, especially, she's like, a thing, we just want to typecast them to other women. It's like, no, dudes, like, some of the most knowledge I ever got was from my mama, my grandmama, my aunties. Like, women out here smart too. Men ain't just for men. Women ain't just for women. God put something inside of everybody. There's no more male or female. So, dudes, let's also support the podcast. Let's also support the book series. Fellas, let's also support what she got going on. Like, she ain't just, I mean, she's a black person who is a woman who is doing stuff. Like, if you got to think of it that way, whatever it is, like, just, that's, I want to make sure that the dudes, I want to make sure the dudes feel like they, not feel like, I want to make sure they know they need to be supported.
Yeah, everybody support her. Everybody.
Yeah.
Share this.
I just had to throw that out there.
Oh, no. You got matter of fact, share it. We can even, like, I know some Rich is dope we're doing, because I have no clue. He breaks clips up. We can send her some clips and stuff like that so she can have to share on her platform. But it's been great. I told you was going to enjoy it today.
Oh, I do enjoy this. I know we got to get you out of here, but I want to can I ask you one more question? Do I have time to ask one more? For the people that may not understand this, because this author thing is actually kind of cool, and we had to get you back on for even some other stuff as well, like, because you're into so many things, but this might actually be helpful for anyone who is writing a book, because I saw there are people in here who are doing books, and to be honest, I'm starting to get into the book world, so this is gonna help me. My mama's trying to write a book, so we've been kind of toying with these ideas and stuff. But what is the difference between book writing and publishing? I think there's, for some people who are just coming into it, and I can speak from the music standpoint, that people think you just put up, just write a song and then you just put it uploaded to Facebook or something, and then you go viral, and then all of a sudden you're a singer now. And it's like, no, that ain't how it works. Somebody got to publish that. Somebody's got to break that down. Somebody's got to get it to the right platforms. And it works the same way with books to some level. And so help us understand a little bit about what publishing is actually and what that process actually is, if you can.
Yes, that is a wonderful question. I don't get asked that much. So, yes, publishing, my job is to take your work from an idea to something you can hold in your hand. Mm-hmm. Publishing is literally the work, the steps that it takes from getting it from that notepad or Microsoft Word document to a physical printed book. I was trying to see if I had one near me, but anyway, a physically printed book. So what we do as a company over here at Chocolate Chip and Company Publishing, we literally do everything. The editing, let's pause there. Y'all, I know a lot of people are putting out their books, and I know you're working on it. Praise God for you. I know God gave you a dream. God gave you had a prophetic word that you need to release a book. That is wonderful.
Speak it. Yes.
Okay, but it edited. Microsoft Word is not an editor. They have the spelling and grammar tab. It's not an editor. You want to know why? Because it would have, if you had the wrong word, it's not going to correct that. So it's not an editor. You need a human. So prepare for that expense. We want to invest in ourselves. Someone asked me the other day, well, why should I go with you when I could just look on YouTube and learn how to publish it myself? And I gave them this. I said, you can do what you want to do. You call me number one. But, but if you want to go with a person with publishing, I mean, it's the same reason why you would take your car to a mechanic. You can go on YouTube and learn how to fix your car, but would you trust yourself with that when you've never done it? No, you will not. So don't trust yourself with editing. Some of y'all got C's in English and trying to edit your book. Now, come on now. That don't make sense.
Like Kanye said, I went to I went to junior high with them and they been slow. Like I get it.
It does not make sense. Like, come on now. So let's invest in the editing, okay? So it's editing. It is the graphic design. So we need an awesome book cover that is eye-catching. People of God, the book covers be ugly. I'm sorry. I love you. Let's fix that. Yeah. You're not a graphic designer. You do not have a background in graphic design. And here you are trying to make your graphic designs on Canva. Cut it out. We don't want people to pay for what you're practicing. Okay.
Does that come with your packages at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what she's saying. That's what they do in the publishing world. That's what
we're doing. We're doing the covers. We're doing the edits. We're doing interior design. So not just it looking like a document you open on Microsoft Word. What does it look like? What does the title page look like? All of the things, these are things that matters to you. Yeah. We want to help you develop a plan, because you know what we do as people of God? We say, God gave me this dream. He gave me an idea to put this book out. And then we, bam, put it on Amazon. And then we wake up and think, if I post it on Facebook, I'm going to be a bestseller tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, how many authors are on Amazon?
And if I can just piggyback there, it's just the same thing that Fred was. I learned this from Fred Hammond, like sitting with him. He was like, 8,500 songs a day get uploaded to, and I'm speaking about this from the music world because we do the exact same thing in the music spaces. And so if I can help draw that language together, like we do the same thing in the music space. We put a song up on, I don't know, SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, unmixed, unmastered. And sometimes it will catch a wave, but the few times where it catches a wave, out of the 8,500 times a day a song gets uploaded professionally, like you cannot build your plan on hoping for a miracle. Like you got to have a plan. You got to have somebody who knows how to work that plan. And that's what the Chocolate Chips and Co. does. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's good. That was a good point. It's all it's basically the same thing. knowing where to put it out. Okay. And then with Amazon, what are the keywords that I'm going to use to help get eyes on this book? What genre do I put it in? All of these things are things that matter. And then my company definitely assists you with that. So that's the basic publishing package. It comes with all of those things that you would need to get a book in your hand. And we give you 50 printed books off of your first. We have to make money back that you spent. So there's that.
I'm about to go holler at them.
Yeah. And then the second package, our last package, is the big boss package. Okay, it's gonna be a coin. It's an investment, but I did it for myself, so I know what to do with you. It's basically helping you build a brand with your book, not just being the author. Because we think that being an author is enough. It is not. What's the merch looking like? What are the visuals looking like? You got a book out, but you don't have a professional headshot? Okay. Where's it making sense? Let's make it make sense, people. So if you want to spend that money, if you want to spend that money, I can help you build a brand with your book as well. So that's that.
Man, can I ask that question? So, I mean, you don't have to give the exact price, but what's a good range? I mean, people, jump into this stuff, and sometimes we don't think about what a cost and an investment actually is, and so we never either save up or try to seek investment for it. Then we get a price, and sometimes it hits us in the face, and it's pow. Oh, I can't do it now, because I can't afford that, or I can't, but what does that actually look like for the ones who may be thinking?
Yeah, no problem. So I would say, first of all, I want y'all to stop talking about what you can't afford. Y'all be the biggest faith talkers, but can't afford nothing. Don't make sense to me. If you need a payment plan, just say that. That's fine. You can work on a payment plan, but let's not be talking about, I can't do it. Not you, people of God. What you can't do.
Listen.
All right. So, not that God gave you a dream, but you can't afford it. Ooh.
I'm putting you on solo screen so I can go shout somewhere.
So I have come out of that type of talking. Just tell God what you need. All right. So I would say that the first
Jesus is on the main line. All right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
To have the book in your hand with the first 50 printed copies, that'll cost you about $2,000. To build the brand, it'll cost you about $5,000. And that is again with books in hand. Okay. And we do payment plans.
Listen at that, y'all. That ain't even a whole lot.
It's not.
I
know people who literally.
I literally thought you was for to say like 10 to start, 15, 20. I legit thought that's what you was for to say. When you said 2,000, I'm like, 2,000. Where's this going? Like, they said 5,000. Yeah.
There are people who that basic package that I was talking about. I'm saying basic because that's the premise, but they start at 5,000. We just starting at 2. That's it.
That's love right there.
I better eat
y'all,
that up. Like,
for real, you see how eat them chocolate chip cookies up. That's chocolate chip company. Y'all eat them chocolate chip cookies. Like, I mean, I don't really think people realize the why I got just what I was like, oh, that's it? Like, no, this stuff is expensive. Like, this stuff is not cheap. So, like, to be able to get that done, I mean, that's not as daunting of a price as someone may be thinking of. And I think sometimes we do have those misnomers. I mean, I was fully expecting that to be $20,000 and all that, and we got these misnomers. Where did I even get that from? I've never talked to a publisher to tell me that it costs $20,000. Yeah, in my head, I just assumed it was for the cost that much. So when you said 2, it caught me off guard. And maybe somebody need to hear that because maybe they got $2,000 to invest in themselves and they think they need to. That they have to spend that themselves because it's going to cost $20,000 to go with a publisher. No, the $2,000 you got is actually what you need.
Yeah. And then I want to encourage you guys, like, for some people that $2,000 is like a girl, what? But again, payment plans, you have to invest in yourself. That's a $2,000 to put in and invest in yourself. That how many books are you going to sell? Now, people be like, I don't know how I'm going to sell the book. Baby, if you go to church, all them saints that's in there that you be shouting with, come to my book release. Y'all gotta learn how to put yourself out there, and I'm telling you not what I heard, but what I have experienced. So, if you want me to walk you through it, go to SheridanSDavis.com and hit that publishing tab. I got you.
See, look at that right there, y'all. SheridanSDavis.com. Church Girls is the series of the book. The podcast is Good Girl, Rich Life. She is out here. She is doing it. And I keep going down this rabbit hole with these questions about books. Because I just know for a fact that people in here who have been talking books, who have been talking about books, or you know what, I said this at church Sunday. You don't know, or maybe I said this the other day on the podcast. I don't even know. I said, you don't know what somebody's been through, what somebody's going through, or what somebody is about to go through. That's right. And so to that effect, there may be somebody about to think about writing a book just by the fact that they know they've got a lot inside of them, and they just heard that it's really not that difficult. Let me not say it's not that difficult in a pejorative way. I'm saying it's not that difficult to actually get started and get going. You're going to have to do the work. You got to do the process. You got to go through it. And maybe some of those pieces are rough, but it's not an impossible thing that like you got to be Stephen King or I don't know no authors. Agatha Christie or I don't know, Walt Whitman or somebody. It's not like, if you got an idea inside of you and you don't know how to write, somebody can edit for you. That's what a publisher does. You don't know how to design, it's cool. That's what you got a publisher for. So, you don't have to even go fishing for all these things. It comes by getting a package with somebody like a Chocolate Chips & Co. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know she got to go.
I know. I'm so sorry. You just give us the due signs when you got to leave because I heard the alarm going off.
Oh, that's perfect. Good. Right. And in the field I'm working with in business, I love all this conversation. It's great. Something that you talked about, and I don't know if you hit this as far as you getting started. I know a lot of people wait till they have it all together. It's all looking good before they start. Are you a component that you feel God gave you more on your way or as you went than when you started? Like, how do you speak to that with their start? And then
first of all, I almost shouted when you said as you went. As they went, they were healed. All right. Y'all know I'm thirsty. All right. No, definitely as I went. Honey, I've been in the game now for 11 years. I did not have all the information when I first started. All I had was tweets. Okay, and a college refund check, and that is literally how I started my literary career. This was not something I even set out to do. This was the Lord's plan. Obviously, I'm going to be honest with someone who desires to write a book but doesn't even know where to start. Y'all, when I growing up in maybe like third grade-ish, I had comprehension issues, and God used that person. Okay, to write all of these books, and I have sold thousands of books. Wow. I did not start out with all the knowledge that I have, but as I went and I gained all this knowledge, and God used me to start Chocolate Chip & Co. Publishing. That is why I help a lot of my clients are first-time authors. And I also don't want y'all to think that I just publish churchy books. I do not. Whatever you got, bring it to us. My editor is her literal degrees in English. Like, so we out here for real. Books. I have we out here. Come to me. I want to turn my sermon into a book, but I don't know how to write a book. If you know how to write a sermon, yes, you do. Come on. So yeah, I have people who I have helped. All you gotta have is an idea and a little coin, and I help you.
Ideas and coin. In other words, I want to make sure y'all would break this down for y'all. Don't come to her with an idea if you ain't got no coin. This a business. We ain't looking for fame. We talked about this the other day. We said we sick of looking for supporters. We're looking for customers, and customers are looking for a product, and a product needs to be good in order to stay relevant and in the hands of a customer. And that's how you build a business. Y'all trying to build businesses on supporters, and they'll be there for that first one, but they're not coming back. Because,
but you know what? Why? Not only on supporters, but also on. I'm gonna be honest.
Come on, yeah.
Saints, we try to leverage this Christian thing a little bit too much when it comes to business.
Come on.
I can't tell y'all how many times people try to get me on the phone and keep me on the phone off of God told me. Listen,
I got a whole song I wrote called "God Be Talking, You Be Talking to Me" because I hear so many other voices in my head and all that. Because like you ain't lying. People will get in your ear and be. See, you need to know. Oh my God, I can't say this on here because she might be listening. I got to.
No. People will do that to you, and people will also then move as Sheridan knows, and Rich. They try to move into this weird prophetic thing. Now they seeing for your life, and they see you as part of what they doing, and them being part of what you
That's
doing.
spiritual abuse. Listen, and we advocate for getting away from spiritual abuse over here. Man. For anybody that's seeing something that for your life that God ain't showed you, and you know doggone well you got a relationship enough with God that He hears from you, and that ain't lining up with your spirit. Maybe I need to listen to the nah. Pastors become cult leaders all the time. So
listen, not only that, but I want y'all let's just stop being manipulative.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
But you can't manipulate me no more because I've been in it for 10 years now. So I hear the wheels turning as soon as you say, God told me that He ain't tell you I was gonna look for a deposit because that should have came with the name. Because God know me. Okay, God did not tell me to do this for you for free. He did.
Hello.
And you know what? And I don't want to be I don't want to sound like mean because there are people that I have helped, but I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes we have to pay our dues. I have paid enough. That y'all should have called me in my free season. It's time to charge. Amen.
Listen, Rich, Eric, is that not the conversation we had yesterday? I kept going on a tangent, y'all. I don't care nothing about all of that. That's all fine. We got these goals, but listen. Somebody gonna pay for that? Like no. Like the Lord could tell you all day, but if the Lord didn't also provide, I can't believe it was the Lord. So get out of here. Don't tell me God is a provider and then He can't provide for the little coin I'm asking for. Get him out of here.
He's the provider, but He can't give you enough for me to do what you need to do. But He got enough to make sure you get paid. The person gets paid after you come.
Yeah, it's the season of name your price. It's the season of name your price.
Come on.
Y'all better watch out.
Right. Ain't claim your price, huh? Come on, somebody.
I'm just saying, though. I'm saying people gotta get that because how do you build a business unless that you getting paid for it? You know, we do that in church all the time, and I know, like you said, you get hit with this as a publisher, especially if you've got anything that got to do with church stuff. Church people gonna gravitate towards there, which isn't a bad thing. You know, it's a good thing, I guess, that they'll come. But again, we do that whole manipulative thing because we ain't got it. That's really what it boils down to. I ain't got it, so I'm gonna make sure to try to put it off on you to say, we can. We can partner up on this with the thing. And sometimes partnerships are good. Don't get me twisted. I'm telling people sometimes it's good. But everything don't deserve a partnership. Sometimes you reach in your pocket, pay a coin for the service that you're asking for because ComEd ain't partnering with you. If you're from Chicago, that's the electronic company.
Yes.
ComEd is not your
After a while, it was a time where I was like, I don't want to work with no more pastors. I legit was like, I don't want to do this no more because y'all listen. But we are working with people of integrity now. If I hear off the conversation, if my tingle tangle start tangling, and I'm feeling in my spiritualization that you finna try to play me, I'm done. I thank God to now be in the place where I don't have to.
Yeah,
I work with who I want to. Thank God, because there have been seasons where I had to work out of desperation.
Oh my God!
So.
Twos and views. Come on.
No more desperation.
That's right.
You're speaking to my trauma. There we go.
That's why it's important. I hear what you're saying a lot. It's important as business owners and people in business to also be led by the Spirit, being led by our inner man, by ourselves on what's right and what's wrong, even when it comes to making deals or going into partnerships with people or not going to partnership with people. There's been many times where it's like, do I want to charge this amount? If I'm led, let me make that choice. I hate it when they have to come to me and say, hey, can you give me a discount? And that's off the top. I think it's important for us to be led and then that can encourage us to be with the right people and connect with the right people.
But Rich too, something else too that I get a lot of, and I've told you guys, it's connecting with the right person, right? Or But then, like Sheridan said, you got to trust your discernment, as
That's
we
it.
call it in church, the discernment. Because, man, I can tell you the people in my inbox that give me that, what's the word they say? Like the thief on the cross with Jesus. Remember me?
Yeah.
Kind of conversation. Like, bro, what's going on, man? Hey, keep me in mind. And I never cross their mind until they see me post a flyer. That's the crazy part. And I throw up a flyer, bro. I was just thinking about you. Then here go the stupid part of it. I was just thinking about you, man. Anything you got working on anything soon, nigga? You just saw the flyer. You know what's coming. You know what I'm doing. We don't need to be. I'm not in the place in life where I want to be connected to opportunists anymore.
I hear
We've
that.
all dealt with opportunists, and I've been opportuned out in my
Like
life.
old school say, all money ain't good money, right? You know what I mean? So it's really good to decipher and discern which way is the right way to go, for your life and for what God has planned for you.
It's back to what we said yesterday. The word no is a complete and finished sentence. It's a whole sentence. No.
Exactly.
Can I encourage the entrepreneurs real quick? I want to tell you.
I was literally just about to ask you, do you have an encouraging word for entrepreneurs? I was bubbling up to ask the question. It was bubbling up. Yeah, come on. There we go.
I want to encourage you guys because I've been in business now 10 years. And again, I want to say this. We're talking about trusting our discernment, but some of us don't even need to lean on discernment. You need to lean on your price. Because we keep changing pricing based off of people's circumstance. We feel bad because this person gave me a sad story, or we feel bad because we know they're going through this or that. Whatever the price was that you set, that's just what it is. And I want to encourage you that you will not have a business. It will be a hobby if you don't stand on what you need to stand on. I have made some mistakes, taking on some people that I should not have taken on. Just hearing a sad story and a cry. And I want to encourage you that your business will not be a business. It will be a hobby if you don't stand on the price that you set. Do those people go into Target? Not Target anymore. Amen. I'm just using them for now. But do those people go into
Still
Target?
Better than Walmart. Still better than Walmart.
You're boycotting. Hold on. But do we go into Target and say, oh, but I can't afford this. Can we make this deodorant $2 instead?
Right.
No. You just read what the price is and you buy it or you don't. And I want to encourage you guys that so many people, they will spend more for what you're offering, but they think they can hustle you because they can. People, when I stop playing with myself, they stop playing with me. And that's just period, point blank. So I want to encourage you to just whatever your price is, whatever God told you to do, and you can monetize your gift. You can monetize your gift. I think some of us are trying so hard to be this fake humble that we feel like we can't charge what we need to charge. Do you want to live well or not? Make your business your business. Make it a business. Run it like a business and not a hobby or not a side hustle, and then you'll be fruitful. That's it.
Yo, you just talk to me. That's the language I've had to switch on. I'm always the first one to be vulnerable around here. So if she ain't talking to none of y'all, I'm telling y'all she talking to me, because how often do we do this? You know what I mean? Like, how often do we say, it costs this much to really do this? If I'm, for me, music world, right? It takes this much money. In case y'all don't know, it actually costs to bring a musical artist to your church, because they got to hire musicians. They got to hire background singers. So it's other people depending on their pay coming from what I charge. And if I'm keep on always doing what can you, we got $500. Well, shoot, I pay each musician at least $2. So like, if I'm bringing 3, I'm already 100 in the hole. That ain't even a hobby. I bought myself a investment with no return at that point. Like, because I'm just making donations, And
something she said reminds me about the price is the price. And that reminds me, right before she leaves, there's an artist manager, Kelvin. And he don't mind me saying it. So this is Kelvin. He manages Ty. You call the book title, but Kelvin said, "Oh, this is the price." And some churches come back. It's for the community. It's for our young people. They need the ministry. He says, "I bet that you guys do." So what we're gonna do is pray that God sends you the right person that can fill that need you have. But when you get the money that we need, go ahead and write back to us. Have a blessed day. God's favor. It don't change. Because the minute you start changing, you're compromising some things with yourself. Now you're compromising your needs to make sure their needs are met. And you can't trust everybody you do that for. You may do okay for this person. Oh man, how much they charge you? Sheridan did my book for $200. Now when you call them, well, why you did such book for $200? Now you feel this weird obligation, which I personally never feel an obligation to anybody.
I do.
I don't care.
I tell you, I'll be the first to say, for whatever reason, I do it. I'm getting over it though. That's a thing.
Get over it, Zeke.
That's why I get a manager now. I'd be like, Rich, you got to, because they asked me. That was the way I dealt with it. That was the way I dealt with it. Because if somebody hit me with the sob story, my heart wins. But I'd be, oh my God, they just need me to come bless the kids, y'all. They just need.
You see what he said, Rich? My heart turns to the heart of Pharaoh. That don't. Them kids will be all right. God will send somebody for them kids.
Yeah,
but
I just tune in and see.
And it's not to be hard-hearted. Yeah, and those that's watching, don't think myself, Rich, or Sheridan. Because like Zeke said, his heart is a little bit soft at this point. Don't think it's being a hard, but the Bible tells you to give somebody with the honor and what's due to them. This girl is she's editing your book and publishing your book and getting you copies of your book and making sure your headshots are right, and you want all that for free or for love offering or because the Lord spoke to you. Prophet, he should speak to you how to get some money to be able to pay her what she wants. And that's just what it is, Sharon. So, again, thank you, though.
No, it's absolutely true. It's
God bless the saints. And thank y'all. You know how I don't care none of y'all. I'm going to sleep well tonight.
Well, since we pull it up on the end of the broadcast anyways, thanks for hanging out with us the entire time. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
I just got to asking questions and stuff. I didn't know if you had the left or nothing like that. I don't know if you had the...
No, we're good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, we did tell them 15 and 20 minutes.
I know, and I kept it here all the way to the end, like till 10 o'clock.
It's all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys. I sincerely appreciate you guys for the questions and giving me the space to talk about what it is that I love and that I do. So thank you.
Yeah, no, we definitely got to get you back on here again where we can talk about, like I said, some of the books. I got to go and review the books. Maybe that's what we do, y'all. We do like a what's the word I'm looking for? Book club.
Book review. Book club?
Like a book review, and then like maybe have one. Oh, okay, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out and get you back on if you're open to it, because I'm interested in this church girl series.
Y'all got to review the new book. So
okay, bet.
After summer, let's go there. Don't review my old stuff, baby. I don't live there no more, amen. But the new stuff, yeah.
Oh, thank you, wife. My wife brought me some coffee. Praise the Lord.
Come on here.
I was struggling. I've been struggling all morning. That's why I had the glasses on. I've been struggling.
We don't have no coffee out here. So Zeke can have no coffee.
Wife, they said they ain't got no coffee.
Hey.
I said that quiet enough that I don't believe she heard me. So as long as she don't got the podcast on in there, I'm good. No, okay, cool. Yeah, we have to do that. We have to do some kind of a live book club situation if you're down for it, because I think it will be fun to have that conversation with the people. So real quick, one more time, give the people who are looking to get a book or something like that, give them like 2 minutes of encouragement. Tell them where they can find you. One more again, I got your stuff loaded up here, but I want them to hear it from you one more time. Yeah.
All right. So if you desire to write a book, or if you've even written one and haven't put it out, you can hit me up, SheridanSDavis.com, hit the publishing tab, contact, all the good stuff. Hit me up. I would love to assist you. You can also find my podcast on YouTube. Find it under my name, Sheridan S. Davis. And then for my books, you can find me on Amazon as Sheridan S. Davis. Same with all my social medias. And just let me know you tune into this podcast, because I'll probably be back.
Hey, that's love right there. That's love. I got to make sure I'm with you and all that stuff. I'm for real about this book club thing. I'm interested to see what this illicit love joint is going to be. I would love to jump behind that and and discuss it over here on Zeke Live in the morning. I think that would be
follows back.
Yeah, I think that would be. I don't know. I think that would be fun. Yeah, I'm not on enough to follow anybody back. I got to make an intentional effort. That's why I started doing this live cast in the morning. I said, what's the most consistent thing I can do to actually stay on social media? Because I'll disappear.
This is almost inconsistent.
This is almost a day. If we didn't have a guest today, it might have been a notice that went on Facebook that said, ladies and gentlemen,
mercy.
This light was all in my eye. I had to put my glasses on. Like, my God. Like, y'all, one more time. Put some hearts and some love for Sheridan S. Davis. I genuinely enjoyed this conversation. Like, I really want to dig in more, especially around that writing and that publishing. You got the expertise, and people absolutely need that. I know I needed to hear some of that stuff because you just shocked my life with this $5,000 number. Like, you just shocked my life. I'm about to tell everybody their mama, go write a book, go write a book, go write a book. It's affordable, it's doable, and there's people with expertise, Black people with expertise who will understand your culture and your story and your narrative and help you shape it the way you want to. So, kudos to you and thank you for being with us in that regard. You thebomb.com,
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
The funny thing is, before you go share it, I'm not rude and texting while she's on here. I'm actually talking to somebody about her.
Thank you.
Which is a good connect or something. So
people in the comments. Yeah, and thank you to all the lock stars in the comments. Some of them saw you and they said you got to get who did they say it was? I forgot. Kisha Roberts Tab. They said
yes, we love her. And I definitely helped her with her first maybe 1 or 2 books. So definitely get her on. She's dope.
Wow, so, this is a small world.
To help us get her on here. You think you can help us get her on here?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
She was just in the comments. Yeah, she'll come.
Yeah, she was watching with us. Yeah.
I'm glad to see her.
Yeah. So we want to give her a shout out. Absolutely.
Before you go, Sheridan, tell my girl that she was my favorite Will Smith mama.
Okay, I will. We don't talk as much as we used to back in the day. I forgot you did ask me that. Somebody brought her to our church when she was doing her children's book at the time. And we clicked. And so we don't talk as much as we used to, but every now and then she'll send me a DM on Instagram like, hey, niece. And I'm like, hey, auntie. So, yeah, real bad. And I'll definitely send her this podcast so she can see this. Huh?
And Rich, we talking about the mother who was on the Fresh Prince, the first.
Yeah, Janice
Hubert.
Janice. She's from down here and claim to just a little. We got to take what we can out in Kankakee County. We got to get so she's from Moments. So either Moments or Sun River Terrace, but I know she went to Moments High School. So there you go. Yeah.
Well,
so
thanks, Sheridan, again.
Black excellence. Y'all, one more time. I need y'all to give all the love, all the appreciation to Sheridan S. Davis. Thank you for being with us.
The rest of y'all day.
Oh, we love you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for being with us. We're going to definitely have you back.
It's
absolutely.
10 o'clock, and we might as well sign off anyway.
Well, that's what we about to. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm signing everybody out. Eric, go ahead. Give the people. You know how we do. Give the people what they need to hear.
Tomorrow, tune in next week. Share this live. This show's going to get bigger and better. It's made and designed to connect people to their destiny. That's where Destiny Connect is over here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, put hearts on it. Share. We like you. Jesus loves you. And that's it for me. I'll check with y'all tomorrow. I'll pass over to Dr. Rich Holmes.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It was a great show today. I hope you enjoyed. Something that I took from today was talking about confidence. It's important to have your confidence in God and knowing your abilities that He's giving you. Like I always say, life is choice driven. You will live and die by the choices that you choose to make. Hey, I got an encouraged word and give you a hint. Choose life. I'll pray us out real quick. God, thank you for this time today. I thank you, Lord God, that something was said. Thank you for connections that were made. We pray for Miss Sheridan today and release nothing but blessings on top of blessings on her work and for the light that you've given her to share in this earth. I thank you for everybody that's listening. I pray it be the greatest day that they ever experienced. Enjoy it. Talk to y'all next time. Peace. Amen.
Awesome, y'all. It has been an excellent, amazing, it's just been excellent. It's been an excellent day. No, it's been an excellent day, an excellent show. I was struggling through the sleep. I promise y'all, I only slept for about 2 hours last night. My sleep schedule, just since I've been doing this morning show, sleep schedule has been completely thrown off, and I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. Y'all know we're advocating for a lot of things with Live Free and all of that. So just a lot of work going on. Please, please, please. I want to say though, like as we got our guest on and we got going good with it, like, you know, I started waking up and the questions started coming. I hope y'all got something out of that. It is Sheridan S. Davis. We got to thank you so much for being with us. You could have been on any live cast in the world, but you're right there with us. And so we want to appreciate you for that. Thank you to each one of my lock stars who are out there in the comments and out in the ether who's listening. I got to say shout out to everybody on Instagram. Shout out to y'all. I'm sorry we still can't get y'all's comments over here, but we don't love you no less. If you are not already, make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram. Zeke Lock, and Zeke Lock NUX. And we are growing. Yeah, that's right. The Lock Stars. I got to give it back to Rhonda on the rocks. She's got the Rock Stars. We got the Lock Stars. And if you in the vein, then you can be one of both. There you go. So she came up with that name. We owe her thanks. I want to tag really quickly before I go. I'm sorry. I got to make sure to tag somebody, and I'm gonna tag it particularly with this one right here because he is our week's sponsor. That is True Hood Photography. Please make sure y'all go to his stuff. I've actually got a promo for him. We'll play that tomorrow. I was gonna say next week. Y'all know what I meant though. Tomorrow, and we'll have him on to talk a little bit about his photography business, and then we'll have some interesting, juicy conversation tomorrow, y'all. I got some hot takes, and we just gonna spend the whole day doing that. So we're gonna have a good time. I want to say thank you to True Hood Photography for being our sponsor this week. Thank you to Sheridan S. Davis. Thank you, Rich Holmes and the Eric Rideout. I am your man, Zeke Lock. You've been locked in with Zeke Live in the Morning. We are a great way to start your day. It's a great way to start mine, and I'm just sharing my space with you. All that being said, y'all be blessed, and y'all continue to enjoy this wonderful day. Peace, deuces, I'm out.
I'm so fly, I'm so fly, I'm so fly, I'm so fly, I'm so fly.